What's going on, YouTube? Hey, got Mark C in the house, Adam from Small Town. What's going on, guys? Oh, Small Town. Uh-oh. Never forgot. What's going on, guys? My mistake. There we go. Forgot to mute YouTube side. Meow. You want to be a YouTube star, Feisty? Huh? You want to be a YouTube star? Nope, she don't want to be a YouTube star. It's a weird cat I've got there. All right. That. Okay. Got the link out there. Who wants to show up? That way, then start getting all the stuff out. We start going through what I got in today. There's Adam. What's up, Adam?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. It was auction day, so
Do what now?
it was auction day.
What's up, Adam? Ah. Oh, that's right. Cajun's gonna be doing one here. Forgot all about that. Well, I might have to cut this short, and then I guess maybe go over to his stream. Cause that's right. Because there was going to be that that one set of coins. I know that Crystal was very interested. But now I figured that do a live stream showing the stickers because I have not opened up the box yet. So I don't know what it better be the stickers because it's supposed to be a bottle of sauce and 200 stickers in here.
Hi, Mark.
I figured, give everybody a chance to get in here. That's why I did that video earlier because got the wood and everything cut up. And oh my God, that chain, that little chainsaw I've got, big time difference once you got a brand new sharp chain on there to cut with.
Oh yeah,
it's going through that wood like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, I got most of the truck loaded. I still got more I want to do in the morning, and get it all kind of strapped down. I got some big old piece of OSB that what I'm wanting to do is get that put on top of all the tree branches and then run my straps over that. I'm going to keep the OSB because I've got more I need to load up in the truck to take out.
those tree branches. Can you guys burn?
Not here in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing is I'm in the city limits. So if I was to start, I wouldn't mind having a nice little campfire going. And the problem is the neighbors would complain, and then the fire department would bring the marshmallows over, and the police might have something to say too.
We can if you have a fire pit, and people put some pretty large fire pits in. So.
Well, if I get the backyard and everything organized the way I'd like to have it, I wouldn't mind having a nice little outdoor fire pit.
Yeah. I've got a covered porch and I've got a couple heaters, propane heaters, and that's good enough for me.
Okay.
Because we get snow, so.
You keep saying the S word, I'm gonna ban you from my channel. that around here, that's a dirty word. That's a word that you might get shot over. But no, I'd like to say I wound up getting all the tree limbs and everything all done because I had about a little bit over a week ago, we had high wind. We're talking, 40, anywhere from 40, 50 mile an hour winds. Okay. Mind you, I'm sitting at work in my little Dodge Caliber, and that wind was strong enough to where the car was rocking. Yeah. Did I tell you how strong that wind was? Well, all I know is that wound up having it was a tree that's dead right now, and big old limb, it came crashing down. I know Crystal, she took a picture of it. And let's see if I can find that picture, and
I got another auction tomorrow. I hate when the two big auctions are on the same weekend.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna put myself big.
Yep. Well, okay.
Yeah, you see how big that limb was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the biggest part of that, and it also had a bunch of the vines growing up around it that had the thorns. So that was all up in there, but I got all that basically cut up, and with Crystal's help and everything, got that all put in the bed of the truck. Yeah, that's right, Mark. Well, damn, it seems only like you, Mark, Wayne, and Crystal are about the only ones that are here, really. Like I said, I know Money and Cajun, they're supposed to be doing a live stream tonight. I hadn't got any kind of notification on that yet.
No, I didn't see one.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll start off with small item. What's up, Breezy? Now, I wound up seeing this.
Hi, Breezy.
And I wound up looking at it and everything. And I showed it to Crystal. And I showed it to the guy at the register at Harbor Freight. Neither one of them realized what was going on with it. I showed it to Chris. Within a minute, he already had it figured out also. So, all right, let's go solo again. All right, these are the rotary diamond drill bits. It's probably not going to focus enough where you can read it. No, it's not. Right, but the weird thing about it on here, okay, this one right here, it's saying it's 1/4 of an inch. This one says 3/16. This one says it's 1/8 of an inch. And this one here says it's a 1/16 of an inch.
Oh, so they're backwards in it?
It's all backwards in the container. Yeah. So I'm going, someone wasn't paying attention. And the thing about it is, the size of the little, I guess you call it the bubbles and everything on there, they're the correct size. But the printing up here is backwards. So I was like, okay. I wound up getting this because the at the back door, we got Briggs coming in. But the back door of the house is settling some. So the latch and the striker plate aren't wanting to line up. So I figure, get something like this. I can put it in a little Dremel or get it in my drill and get in there and grind, a little bit of grinding on that metal. But when we were at Lowe's, I told the guy what I was looking for. He showed me one by Dremel. Okay, $10 for one little, I think, 1/8" bit. 4-pack over at Harbor Freight for $5.40, tax included.
Get what you pay for, though. For that quick job, they'll work, but they won't hold up like the real thing.
Well, I'll put it like this. Yeah, it might not hold up, but hey, it's got a 90-day warranty. I guarantee you, I'm going to wear the hell out of them, especially this 1/4" one, within 90 days because I just bought it last night. So by this weekend, this package is getting opened up, and they're going to be getting used.
Oh, here you go, Maynard. You got a Pilot near you?
No?
$9.99.
Really?
$9.99 for a dash cam.
I've got a Love's.
I don't know if they'll have a Pilot and Flying J, $9.99.
Well, I wound up going to when I was over at Harbor Freight. They actually had dash cams, and they were on clearance.
Yeah, those are $9.99, and they come with a I can't remember the size of the card in it, but continuous loop.
Huh. Yeah, but what quality of recording and everything are they?
They'll record up to 5 hours.
I know, but what's the quality? Is it in the 1080 or 720?
1080.
That's not bad. I know some record in better quality than others. This is going to be the last thing I open up.
I was going
to say, the other thing I wound up getting was, the other night, when Eleanor and Ken from Eleanor, we were talking, he was telling me about this. Okay? I'll put it back on solo. That way Adam don't have to strain his eyeballs. But yeah, this is the Cobalt. That's the 24 volt, and both of these, hang on, both the batteries over here are 4 amp. Okay. Now they do have one where it's a 4 amp and a 2 amp hour battery, but it's a slow charger. Okay. This has got the fast charger to it, which I like better because you can charge up the batteries in about 30 minutes. Okay. Fast charger or the slow charger takes almost an hour. Okay. But the one with the 4 amp and the 2 amp hour battery with the slow charger, that's $139. This was $10 more. I'm going, hey, I'd pay $10 more to get another 4 amp hour battery and the fast charger.
Yeah, but I like the slow charger better because
which
when you charge a battery life, the slow charger, a battery that's charged continuously. You should never charge that battery all the time on that fast charger. That's just my opinion, and I've just taken that from from like my father taught me, a machinist.
Right. Well, the thing about now, if it was a ultimate fast charger, I can understand because that does shorten the life of the battery, but with this one here, it's going to be very nominal. I mean, we're talking maybe a week. As far as the lifetime of the battery, it might shorten it a week or two, maybe a month. That to me, I'm going, okay, fine, I can handle that. The slow charger, yeah, it'll do it. Matter of fact, I even got one of my batteries on charge I got to take off.
I think it's more than a week charge, but the thing is, the biggest thing I see with batteries, and people say I'm wrong, but I think the biggest problem I see with batteries life is people overcharge them. They'll put
True.
them on the charger and they'll leave them on, and then over, and because that's one of the biggest things that like Black & Decker and that damn Dustbuster. Remember the old Dustbusters? Oh,
Yeah, I know.
just continuously charge. Just put them on the charger. Oh, people would put them
Right.
on
Yeah.
the wall.
But then,
And then
look,
the batteries
right, but
die.
technology has gotten a lot better to where if you do something like that, the battery, charger itself, it realizes that it's going, okay, well, the thing's at full charge. It's going to shut off. It's not going to keep.
Yeah, those
charging.
Dustbusters did never shut off. They'd sit there.
Right.
My grandma had one, and she put it on the wall. And one day we were walking by, and you could actually smell the batteries. You could feel
Right.
the heat off those batteries.
Right. But what I was going to say is with that battery pack and everything, the 4 amp hour and the fast charger, they were offering a free tool to go with it. Well, you had 3 choices. You had the orbital disc sander. You had the oscillating multi-tool. And I think the multi-tool they didn't have. And they had the orbital sander, but that's not what I was going after. I was going after this. The grinder. Yeah. And as it says, it comes with 6 wheels with it. It comes with 6 discs.
I got the Porter cable version of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this. I guarantee you, you paid more money than what I did.
I guarantee I didn't.
Well, did you pay more than a penny?
Huh?
Did you pay more than a penny?
I got for free. I got for my birthday about 2 years ago.
Well, I got this for free too. All I did is go buy the batteries and the charger.
Mine's still in the box. Never pulled it out.
Mine's still in the box too.
Yeah, but mine's been sitting in the box for 2 years.
That means you don't need it.
No, I need it. I'm gonna use it. My problem is when my parents have been sick the last 2 years, so I haven't had time to do that shit.
Yeah. All right, let's go and get this one open. Let's see what these all look like. They're better. Yep. I got me a bottle of course, they're hot sauce, mule sauce, is what they call it. Okay. I like that. There they are. That's the stickers that's going to be getting sent out for, I didn't see someone pop in the bottom. There he is. There's Cajun.
What's up, Mater? Adam, Briggs. How y'all are? Hello, everybody in chat. You got you some new stickers?
Yep, got stickers in. There's my stickers.
That
There's
works.
my channel stickers. Hang on, I got to mute Briggs, so I don't like hearing that beeping. Listen.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, these are smaller than what I was expecting, but okay. But hey, first time, and of course, these are going to be ones I'll be
Sticker,
getting. Yep,
sticker Mule, or that was your friend that made them?
That was Sticker Mule.
$20 for 50.
It was 100 and with tax and everything, 108 for 200 of them.
Wow! Ouch!
But hey, I got a free bottle of hot sauce.
Well, yeah, that's $3 or $4 worth right there.
Yep. So, hot sauce that kicks ass.
There you go. Sticker Mule kick.
Yeah, mule sauce by Sticker Mule.
Yeah. Hey, Crystal.
It's got habanero, yellow Scotch bonnet, and it's BHUT, and then JOLOKIA, chilies.
Yeah, that's your Bach. Okay, spell it again.
Okay, first word is BHUT, and
It's
then JOLO.
Butolokia. Butolokia.
Okay. But there it is.
The Butolokia at one time passed up the habanero as the hottest pepper in the world.
They even sent me one of their own little stickers.
I'm surprised my cousin didn't get back with you.
I waited, and it's like,
She probably forgot. I'd have just sent her another one. You know, now you got the artwork. You know, you can send her one of those and your future stickers because they won't last long, believe me.
well, they might. I don't know. It just depends.
Shit, I went
They
through
they
400
give me a
stickers
little
in no time.
Yep, they gave me like a little thing for putting the drinks and everything on.
Coaster, yeah.
Like coaster,
Yeah, that's advertisement for them.
right. And a little sticker mule.
Yeah.
So
Breezy. Hello, Crystal. Mark. Wayne.
I mean, I will admit these are smaller than I was thinking.
Eleanor.
Hey, first ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are
now,
those?
I feel like
3 by 1 3/4 or something?
3 by 2.
3 by 2. Well, that was close.
Yeah. But hey, I feel like this. That artwork. That's what Brandon came up with. Yep.
Good idea.
I can thank Brandon for that. He did give me a couple other designs that I guess once things are gone, I'll probably go with a different design and everything and go from there.
Yeah.
So, Cajun, I know I've got your address. I believe I've got Wayne. No, I think I've got Money's. I'm trying to think of who all I do have. I know I've got Shaggy's. He just sent that to me because I'm sending him a package. So when his package goes out, I'll put a sticker in with him. So basically, what I need is anybody that wants a sticker. Which I have no idea why anybody wants a sticker from me because I'm still one of the newbie small channels. I have to. What's up, Steven?
Hey, Steven.
I just have to have an address.
Hey, Steven.
Come on, you stupid truck.
I bought another shaper at an auction today, Cajun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did you?
One of those little bench top ones.
Oh, okay. For the micro stuff, the mini
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a 7-inch stroke on it.
Hey, Cajun, aren't you supposed to be doing an auction tonight?
No. I know money was ready, but nobody else has contacted me yet. So I did get up from the nap a little late, though.
Yeah, we know how them old folks are. They got to take their nap during the day.
Yeah, well, I was waiting on Chris Godo, my buddy and Mamu, waiting on Doobie. I looked up some prices on some pipe threaders myself. Think I'm gonna just go ahead and freaking buy me one and do like some other people do and return it saying something's wrong with it when I'm done with it.
At our Harbor Freight, there's a huge table they put out, and so they're every Monday and Tuesday. It's like chipping hammers and stuff like that. It's all the stuff that got bought for projects and returned.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that though. Now people can get deals on them, and I do like people that do that because I get stuff cheap. You know.
How much
Now I had one guy. His name was Jeff. He worked at the Lowe's in Lafayette, and I was friends with him, and he hooked me up with a job. It was a brand new motel being built. Part of it was finished, part of it wasn't finished, and they opened one part of it. So I'm glad the elevators were working because it's 3-story, 3-floor hotel, or maybe 4. But anyway, I had to do. I think it was 60 doors, 60 or 70 doors. I had to make them fit in the opening. So the 2 manager at Lowe's, which is my buddy, he got me a Makita door planer for $20.
Damn.
Yeah, he labeled it, as a return did not work, but works. One of those type labels, and $20, and that's all I paid for it. Well, plus the tax.
Right.
How much pipe do you have to thread?
How much pipe? It's not many. It's probably maybe 10. I might make 10 threads.
Now it's different from. I know their pipe's expensive, but the Home Depot closest to where I live, if you buy the stuff from them, they'll thread it custom for you. Now the other one won't. The other Home Depot will only do it in 1-foot increments for some reason.
Yeah.
Home Depot by me, they'll do that.
They've got if I need an 8-foot 3-inch, then.
Oh, if you need 3-inch stuff threaded, yeah.
I love my.
I need to have
I
a
got a little
custom
hardware
thread.
by me. I got hardware store by me that does it.
Yep. Well, we said the Home Depot by me does it.
How come you ain't using your PEX type?
This is gas line.
They make PEX for gas.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of frowned on down here by a few people. And the orange one is supposed to be for gas, but I don't know.
I don't like. It's like I don't like. I just curious because you said you use PEX tubing. I hate PEX for water. Even give me good old fashioned copper outside or any day.
No, I love PEX. We use PEX for the gas offshore. I mean, not offshore, in the marsh. That the gas was coming from a platform from offshore, and they teed off to the hunting complex. All the whole thing. They were getting free natural gas for years because the pipeline was running across their property, and they settle for X amount of dollars, with a certain percentage of a raise every year, like 3%, 4% every year or every 2 years, in the yearly payments. I mean, the guys are millionaires that own that place anyway, out in the marsh. It's a big hunting lodge, duck hunting. And we use the orange PEX out there for gas because natural gas doesn't have but 4 ounces, 5 ounces of pressure. That's it.
What's up, Fish?
Well, it's like I talked to a real estate agent today. They said I can get 180,000 out of my house.
Hey,
The
Mike.
river bottom, the river bottom land I own, I get $1 million out of that because they want it for the town. The town of Elmira's been after that for the water board for the last 5 years, and it's appraised at $1 million. You can't build on it. I can't even put a shed on that land, but it's appraised at $1 million. What's that?
So why can't you put anything on it?
Because it's a flood zone.
Hey,
So build it on stilts. What's
ACM.
up, Antonio?
Yeah, but I can't build nothing on it unless you get a variance, and there's no way of getting to it. You know, you're not gonna.
So basically, it's swampland.
No, not swampland. It don't. It only. It's land that floods.
Wetlands.
Swamp.
It's probably considered wetlands, and you got to go through a lot of stuff when you're dealing with wetlands.
What's up, Pat?
And but it's they appraised at $1 million. I paid taxes on $1 million assessment, so they want it.
What does that got to do with threading pipe?
I just say because I'm going to be selling out everything and moving.
Oh, okay. So, Adam, no, I mean, everybody, I'm about done with Doobie. So, his dad did mention he might have a couple of dies that are good. I don't know if he's got the handles. But hell, all I got to do is go to Harbor Freight. If his dies are fit in a Harbor Freight threader, then I'll be good to go. That'd be $45, well, $50 for a threader, okay? And then get a cutter. Well, a cutter's about $40, something like that. Because I'm sure I ain't gonna go to Home Depot. The nearest one's in Lafayette. But I sure ain't gonna drive there every time I want a piece of pipe threaded and cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even Lowe's. Now, local hardware store, I don't know, that would just take too much time. I could rent one, but by the time I rent one, I could buy one. Same damn price.
Okay. How big is your pipe you're going to do?
It's gonna be 3/4.
Well, hell, Harbor Freight, they show they've got a pipe threader that's
$45.
Yeah,
half inch to 1 inch, $45.
Yeah. Why not just get that? I would.
I don't know the review on the. See, we don't use when we were plumbing. We didn't use Central Machinery. We used a Rigid. I want to say because Rigid's been around for years. I'm talking about before all the I'm talking about Rigid plumbing tools, which is the same thing. You know, Rigid's been making offshore industry's been using Rigid Stilson wrenches. You know, pipe wrenches. Since I was 10 years old, Rigid's been in business a long time. They are awesome tools.
Yep.
Some of the new stuff they got out now, like with Lowe's, I think Rigid was a Home Depot tool at one time, brand tool, or a Lowe's. And Lowe's had carried Rigid, or a Home Depot. But, you know, a lot of Stilson wrenches, pipe threaders, cutters, stuff like that. So I'll probably just go with a Rigid cutter. Hell, Matt might even buy it from me. Never know.
Well, I'm looking at reviews and everything on it, and it's all shown to be, you know, I don't see any bad reviews.
Personal experience, I haven't. Now, hey, if Matt tells me he bought stuff from Harbor Freight, we do have a few Harbor Freight tools. We did have a few Harbor Freight tools. Those chop saws, like for a PVC pipe,
right,
and cutting rebar and what have you. Yeah, Matt, man, he loved those Harbor Freight Central Machinery chop saws. They weren't meant for cutting wood. They were meant for cutting PVC, right. And you know he had a regular blade on him, you know, like a wood cutting blade, and we was cutting PVC pipe, that 3-inch pipe with him. Man, hey, look, instead of
Oh yeah.
You know, for 2 minutes on a and then your hacksaws cut crooked, you know, every now and then
Yep.
on that thick wall 3-inch pipe. So yeah, we just use the central machinery, and we use it for metal too. We had two Harbor Freight saws. We had one for the PVC and one for iron.
Well, now I'll put it like this. I can tell you right now, if I've got any questions on anything that Harbor Freight sells, there's one person I go to.
Dale
That's
Lucid.
Crystal. Nope, Crystal.
Oh.
No, because she used to work Harbor Freight, so
Yeah.
she worked cashier and everything, so she knows
She
the
knows
stuff
what was being brought back and what wasn't being brought back.
right, and so she's able to tell me if it's junk or not. And I mean, to be honest, I mean right now I really haven't seen much as far as junk that Harbor Freight does have.
Yeah.
Other than their engines, it's because people beat the crap out and bring them back because their warranty is too easy.
Right
Oh,
now,
you mean
I'm
like,
happy with the wrenches.
You mean engines?
Yeah.
Yeah, engines, not wrenches.
Oh.
Right.
No, I said their
Yeah, but
motors. They're junk.
No, but think
Mike
about
Hodge,
what they
use
do
an
to
8-pin and a file. Yeah. No, I could hook that in a lathe at our shop. I could put it. What? No. If I needed a short piece, like a nipple or whatever, I could chuck that in a lathe and make my own threads at the shop. But hell, I can go to the hardware store and buy a nipple too that's already pre-threaded and be in and out of there in 2 minutes. You know, put it on the
Yep.
chart account. Say, put this on the account. You know, boom, done.
Okay, but David, here's the question then. On something like that, okay, how long would it take you to do it, put it in a lathe, and put threads on it?
Oh, way longer than it takes to go to the hardware store and just buy a pre-made nipple.
All right, that was going to be my question. What's going to take longer time doing?
And I just said that. I said, but there's no way I'm going to go in the shop and make my own threads when I can go to the hardware store and buy it pre-made and be in and out of there in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
put it on the account.
Yeah, but like I said, well, my question is, how long does it take to go from your place to the hardware store and back?
About the same amount of time as it takes to go to the shop and back. I mean, to the shop. Yeah, they both would. I mean, I can walk to either one in 10 minutes. You know, if I just hypothetical.
Right.
Johnny's is a little closer than the hardware store, but
a lot of the early rigid stuff I got at pawn shops super cheap. A lot of my bigger guys.
Good idea. Good idea.
That's something I was going to mention. You might want to check pawn shop.
I'm gonna go to Tommy's Monday, and see if I can find a pipe threader there.
They ain't open tomorrow?
Huh?
He's not open tomorrow?
No, not on the weekend.
Really?
I got.
If he is, he's open till 12. But he's a family man, you know, and he works. That's the only pawn shop in town, so he works his butt off. And besides, I can't get the pipe tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, but you can still get over there and look see if he's got the threader.
Yeah, but he's not open on the weekends.
He stays up until 12 o'clock.
No, I said if he's open till 12.
Okay. Well, find a different town to go to.
I'll just go to Lowe's and get one. How much are they at Lowe's? Let me look that up.
That I don't know. I didn't look that price. Probably more. Let's see.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be about $80. Lowe's pipe threader. Okay. $57 on Amazon. Damn, they got 5 different dies. They got 3/8, half, 3/4, 1, and 1 1/4.
I got
not bad for $60.
I got a commercial pipe threader in my shop on my family farm.
Yeah, Matt says he's got an electric one, but he doesn't know. He doesn't remember if it's on the service truck at Doobie's house or what.
Mine, the one I got, will go from 1/4 inch all the way up to 6 inch. But yeah, I ain't selling the family farm because there's a gas well on that. But what's nice about it is the peach trees will go to rot because I ain't good at using them.
Damn, what's the deal with this thing here? Complete set, 1/2 inch to 2 inch. $800 for a hand pipe threader? Bull butter.
How much?
$800 for a hand threader.
And who's that from?
Rigid. Oh, well, it's best deals on Amazon. They out of their mind.
Hey, you know what? That one over that Central Machinery over at Harbor Freight sounds pretty good, don't it? $45.
Is that the one in the red box?
Might be, I don't know.
Is always right. Oh, you talking about the one I was talking about?
No, the one at Harbor Freight.
Oh,
I have one I got at a yard sale, but I've never opened it and looked at them. A lot of my best pipe threaders are antique.
hell, at Lowe's, just the damn die handle's $160.
Damn.
Let me see. Pipe threader. Hell, I might go to frickin' Harbor Freight.
Just go welded pipe.
Look, I put pipe threader in here, and that's showing me refrigerators at Lowe's. Hardware, electrical, lawn and garden, plumbing. Here we go. But I put in pipe threader. Should have brought me automatically 2 pipe threaders.
Enter your current location, then press pound.
Plumbing tools. Pipe cutter.
I'm looking and I don't find any on here. Oh, here we go. Damn.
It's a,
I'm sorry, your entry cannot be validated. You enter 64086.
Who's trying to make a phone call? Is that you, Briggs?
No.
somebody's punching in a GPS numbers or something.
I'm hearing some kind of female talking.
It's a computer.
That's the computer I'm talking to.
Oh, it's your computer.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering about that. Pretty good, Antonio. It's payday, so got a chance to get off work early.
Correct.
Yeah, now we need to go to pawn shop and thrift stores.
You have entered a dispatch record for the 149
There's the bitch.
location. Tractor number 1554.
That's a
Yeah.
computer voice. That's it. What they're.
Correct. Press 1 to cancel this entry and return to the main menu. Press 3. You have
All
successfully
right,
completed.
Cajun, I found the. It's a Urea die head ratchet handle. Just the handle alone. It's $158.73. That doesn't even give you any dies.
Yeah, they named it. They named the computer voice. That's the name. The B word. That's what they call it. I said okay. I didn't name it. They gave us these new secret phones. They're paying for it. I ain't. So now I'm a double phone fister. They gave us that saying we don't have to bring our regular phones to work. Like, yeah, that ain't happening.
Antonio, on Fridays, we get off work at 5 o'clock or shortly thereafter. Every Friday. The rest of the time we'll work until about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And like I said, I go in at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's why I try to shut the streams down about 10. That way I can get in there, maybe have a little bite to eat, watch maybe a little TV, unwind, and get some sleep.
Excuse me.
There is no excuse for you, Briggs. Look at number one.
I'm looking up iron pipe threader, and they giving me all kind of PVC threaded female adapter. They giving me iron caps, plugs, brass couplings.
Well, like I said, Cajun, I found the just the ratchet handle. It was $158. There were no dies going with it.
Yeah, I found the same thing too.
Yeah.
I announced that about 5 minutes ago.
Oh. What's up, Gary?
Hi, Gary.
Got Redline Gary in the house.
What's up, Gary?
Oh, fun. Time to go hit some deer.
Hey, Briggs. Hey, I know one that you need to go and find and run over.
What's that?
She's up in she'll be up in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And first name is Nancy.
Nah. If I was gonna go to prison for her life for running over a politician, it'd have to be my governor. She when they get online, not talk politics. When someone gets online and says we don't need concealed carry or open carry or any kind of gun, she's saying we just need them in our home. And she passed a law. Supreme Court threw it out, New York State Supreme Court, but she's still trying to make law enforcement enforce her communistic rule. Yep. Seen that, my parents being dead. Mr. Briggs is selling out. Take me a couple years to sell everything out and get the hell out of Dodge. But I ain't sticking around for that. I mean, I know my town personally. They passed a law. They already passed a law. I mean, we have a guy that lost by 200 points this last election. Only 200 points. that was all for that was going to send our cops door to door and collecting handguns. And I mean, he was right there. He was outside the polling place talking to people and telling them this crap. And I said, that's illegal to be outside a polling place trying to convince people to vote for you. And
Nope.
and then he goes, "Well, I'm the only one here with a medical degree." And
So
that means nothing. I said, that means nothing to me. And he runs his mouth. And I said, look, this town is a 100% Republican. We've never had a Democrat on our town board till last year. And I still say he just bribed his vote, but it don't matter. I says, even if you were a Republican, you come out with saying you're going to try and buy back take our guns like that. You're just going to create a war. That'd be like going down to Texas and doing that,
Oh yeah.
I mean, nobody's just handguns,
Yeah, I mean, they already tried that with what's his name, Beto. Beto was already trying to do that here, and that didn't last. I mean, he got shot down in a heartbeat. It's like, we ain't giving up our guns. Hell no.
No, you know what? Harbor Freight's looking very good to me right now.
See, you should always take the advice of an expert.
No, you didn't know the prices neither till just now.
Well, I could have told you going to Harbor Freight, it was going to be a much better deal than Lowe's or Home Depot.
I sure figured about $80 for the ratchet and two dies, two or three of the most popular dies, which is 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch.
Right. At Harbor Freight, they've got the ratchet handle and all 3 dies for what, $45?
Yeah, $45.
And okay, now you said you've got what, about 10 pieces of pipe that need to have thread put on it?
If that,
Okay. So say you got to take it somewhere and have that put on there. How much is that going to cost you?
take what somewhere?
Take the pipe.
And have it threaded?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't believe you can't buy the pieces you need already there. Just buy them pre-threaded. It's not. It can't be that complicated of a twisty, turny crap.
It's
Hey,
all
Mayor,
custom
it's me.
thread. It's all
What's up,
custom
Wayne?
measured.
It's me. I'm just
one length.
on the bright light.
You know,
Well,
like
all I see is a whole bunch of different colored lines going across.
How about now?
A lot more lines. No picture at all of you.
Oh, man.
You're having video difficulty.
video? Yeah, video technical.
How
difficulty.
about that?
Can't see nothing but
Nope.
lines.
It's like
How about
someone's
that?
turning on an Atari.
Oh,
Yep.
man, that's real good. Hey,
Almost like tuning in an oscilloscope.
hey, Cajun,
You know,
just make sure you stay away from those Chinese elbows and couplers and stuff when you're putting that gas pipe in, because them things are junk. They're really porous.
I deal with Southern Pipe and Coburn's only, which is going to be Southern Pipe. And,
Okay.
yeah, no, they don't handle Chinese. Coburn's, nope, no Chinese crap. Southern Pipe, no Chinese crap. Nope.
They bought the one place that I did truck maintenance for was a propane company, and they bought a ton of that stuff because it was cheap, and they had more go backs because of the fittings being so porous that they would leak.
Damn.
Yeah, no, not these places.
Too bad you wouldn't have started this project about 2 years ago.
Why's that?
I got rid of a whole set of tap and dies.
Oh.
For 1 inch pipe.
all the way from an inch and a half all the way down to I think it was half-inch.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were my
Yeah.
stepfathers, so
I probably couldn't afford that anyway. Plus the shipping on that stuff's heavy.
oh yeah, I know it.
No,
was
UPS
good
it'd
stuff.
been $25 to ship it UPS. Which ain't bad, you know. But
My neighbor ordered a lawnmower engine for this tractor, like a 27 horse brakes, and they sent a tractor trailer down my street. He just shook his head. He couldn't believe they sent a tractor trailer down the street for that.
well, UPS
I said I can.
has a weight. UPS has a weight limit.
It was in their weight limit.
Oh. Oh well.
Hey, like he said, he didn't pay any more for it, but he felt sorry for the truck driver.
Yeah, because I know for us, anything we ship, we can't ship anything that weighs more than 45 pounds through UPS. So all the boxes that we ship out, they go by UPS, has to be under 45 pounds.
I delivered more heavier stuff than that when I worked for the post office. I'll tell you what, we had to be able to carry 75 pounds, and they raised it to 100.
Yep. Well, that's what UPS has got set for us. And there's times when we'll get a customer, they'll send us one box, and there's times that thing is 50 to almost 60 pounds. They ship it to us. We don't ship it back in that same box. We'll actually split it up. And they're going to have to pay for like I said, because it's over our weight limit. So, yeah, we'll split it up. Say if it's 50 pounds, we'll do two boxes. We'll do one box, say, at 35. We'll do another one at, 15?
Right.
We had a lawnmower shop business in my town about 3 years ago. They had a sale about a month ago, and a buddy of mine picked up a great deal. He picked up they had all these display lawnmowers in the window. No one could ever understand. He found he was originally a Bobcat dealer, then he became a Snapper, and then he became a Toro. And he had a 1968 or 69 Bobcat lawnmower, the one with the offset front wheel and the rear bagger made out of metal. Original, new old stock that sat in the window for 40 years. It was all faded out. They sold it with a 5 horsepower flathead brakes, brand new, never had gas or oil dumped into it. They sold it to him for $30.
Damn.
yeah, nice.
Mark, I got that all straightened out with Harbor Freight on their credit card, especially after the fuss I was making with them. And the thing about it is I wound up going back in to make a complaint about the person. And what's real funny is I was going through the automated system at the time, and the automated system says, well, how'd you like me to, get rid of that overdraft or whatever, that late fee and everything. Hell, the automated system did something that a live person wouldn't do. So I got that all straightened out. I got them paid off. But then, of course, we're not finding more stuff, especially like this toolbox and everything. So I was like, okay. I'm working on getting that paid off.
What kind of warranty they got on that threader?
Probably 90 days.
Because and I'll tell you what, their pipe cutter looks exactly like the one the Matt had. See, Matt retired and gave the company to his son Doobie. Okay.
Hey, y'all keep this going. I'm going after a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
All right. But that pipe cutter looks exactly like the one that the ones that we were using on the job site.
The rigid cutters that I have, the Harbor Freight ones, you can put the rigid cutters in the Harbor Freight body.
And the Harbor Freight what?
The Harbor Freight pipe cutter, you know, the cutting wheels.
Yeah.
You can take those out and put the rigid ones in there. Exact fit.
Okay. Now, does the rigid cutter look like the Harbor Freight cutter? Let me see yours. Your rigid one.
Got a couple different styles.
Okay, let me see the handle. Yep. That's the one that Harbor Freight is similar to that one.
Yeah.
Pipe cutter is one of those things you buy once and bury something and probably never use again. It's like that machine that's in my garage. It probably weighs 5 tons. It's one of the commercial heavy duty ones. And when they drove for gas on my property 50 years ago, the gas company brought it in, wired it up. They ran miles of gas line through my property. And because that's all on the Marcellus Shale down through there, and they drilled there 50 years ago, back before all the regulations and that. That machine was left there, and it's probably $100,000 machine in today's money. But I don't use it. But I think I have friends come over and want to tread pipe, and we run some through once in a while. You fire that up, it's like firing up a B-57 bomber. It's loud, it's huge, it's got the oiler and that. We changed oil when we first got it because when we first used it, because it had all the shavings from 50 years ago in it. It's, low oil catch tray. It does a good job, but the thing is, though, like myself, I couldn't sell. They left it there. I mean, legally, if the gas company wanted it back, I'd say, well, here's a bill for storing it all these years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. I put it this way, it's as big as my Audi TT. I could park my Audi inside for what the amount of space that takes. So
Well, yeah, like you said though, they was cutting up the 6-inch pipe with that. Threading 6-inch pipe. It's probably a cutter and threader.
Oh, it
all
is.
in
I mean,
one.
I used it to chop pipe. I'll tell you what, that's nice to be able to put a pipe in there, go chop. It does it so fast that the noise don't bother you. But boy, that electric meter spins like Mario Andretti when you start that thing up. That's big, 220. It's like a dryer, big dryer though. But I put it up for sale one time. Someone offered me $1,000 for it, and I says, $1,000? You got to be kidding me. A plumber wanted it.
Oster branded one?
What's that?
Is it an Oster?
It might be. This thing's as big as my Audi, about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah, mine will thread up to 5-inch pipe, and I got a bunch of bolt dies for it. I do more bolt threading on it than I do pipe.
It'll do bolts, it'll do threads, it'll cut pipe, cut bolts, it'll cut rebar, all that. I mean, this thing is a true industrial commercial machine. It'll go up to 6-inch pipe.
Yeah.
And but I mean, I won't say I've never used it. Let's just put it this way: when I redid the water lines to my boiler, that came in handy as hell. Because I run 4-inch lines to my boiler. See, I cheated. I had asbestos in my house, and they wouldn't refinance it to do down to the lower interest rate about 5 years ago. So because I refinanced it down to 2%, and now it's lower than that now. But I'm not gonna refinance it now; it ain't worth it. And they came in, they approved everything. They gave me a phone call. We can't approve it. You got asbestos piping. I said, give me a week, and I'll take care of that. Well, you can't remove it yourself. Oh, yes, I can. Well, they're going to do a test when they come back. No residue. I says, no problem. And I had two 40-foot loops with asbestos wrapping. I just went in there, shut the boiler off, drained everything down, fired up the pellet stove because it was in the middle of January. Disconnected those 2 pipes, dropped them down from the ceiling, took the pipes, the asbestos and all outside, went out, bought some pipe, ran out to the barn up in the family farm up there, threaded the pipe, came down, replaced it, and put the asbestos, took the asbestos pipes, went way out the back 40 of our property, dug a trench about 3 foot down, put the pipe in the ground, covered them with dirt. There they sit. they ain't going nowhere. And they came by. They said they brand new. We got to do an air test. You disturbed it. And I says, okay, do an air test all you want. Because before I removed the pipes, I wrapped them with about 6 layers of duct tape. And, you know, I buried them on my land, 3 foot down. Before that, Christ, by the time I'll be dead, gone, and buried before they do anything. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. That's what they do with them anyways. They contain them by burying them. You know?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't want a certificate of where you disposed of it at what landfill.
Oh, no.
Usually they want that information.
I told them where I buried them. You're allowed to do that if it's on your own property. It's
Wow.
out in the woods. It's out in the woods. I mean, it's in the middle of the woods, literally. I took a backhoe, dug a trench 3 foot down, 40 foot long, and put them in the ground and covered them with dirt.
Oh well. Hey Jamie, how you doing?
When we replace asbestos pipe in the ground at work, as long as we crush it and leave it in the ground, then we're fine. But you pull it out of the ground, then it starts the thing.
But see, my farm is kind of hard. The family farm is kind of hard to describe. It's not a big farm. It's only 100 acres. And the spot I buried them is like literally in the middle of the woods. Like there's trees all the way around. I buried it between 2 trees. And everyone said, oh, it'll hurt the environment and it'll do this. Those trees haven't noticed the difference. I mean, I actually cut tree roots, put them in the ground, and I covered them. And the bank didn't care as long as they did a free. I said, I made a deal with them. If you find 1 ounce of asbestos floating in the air, I'll pay for the test. I'll pay for the air test. I'll pay for the test on the pipe, anything. And they agreed. They said, fine, because there's no way I could. And I told them what I did. The guy that did the initial inspection said, well, if he did what he said, he won't have any. Because when I disconnect them, there was a window right there. And I had 2 guys on the other side, and me and another guy on the inside. We just went straight out, 40 foot out. And we didn't even cut them because I had to cut them down to 8 foot sections. I mean, it was one solid piece because I couldn't find a joint. And we took a Sawzall, a battery powered Sawzall, and a garden hose and hosed them down while we were cutting them in half. And then when they were cut, you wrapped the ends where they were cut in duct tape. Cut them down 10 foot sections, threw them in the back of my truck, and took them up there and buried them. I did it right in the middle of January. And then when I buried them, I filled the hole. Before I covered them with dirt, I filled the hole full of water, you know, to wet down everything good and covered them. And guess what? You know, and they came in, they did the air test, and they passed it. I mean, I put in brand new, but that pipe threader came in real handy for that. But I've only used it a handful of times. You know, I put it up for sale for 10 grand. U-Haul. I mean, I figure a plumber would suck that up. Every plumber comes out and looks at it, offers me $1,300. I said, you couldn't buy the cutters for that thing for $1,000. I mean.
Well, why? If you had them and you cut them in 10 foot lengths, what with that
Yep.
big pipe cutter you got?
No, with a Sawzall.
Oh, Sawzall. Well, why did you dig a 40-foot trench if they were 10
Because
foot long?
Because I want them to be stretched out the length. They don't recommend burying them. I didn't want to dig up. I wanted to dig a deeper hole, and I only went about 3 foot down. I just lined them up just like they were still all connected and just buried them in the ground. Because the backhoe is so big, it was easier just to go straight back to dig, drive backwards, dig, drive backwards. 10 foot, it'd be too much of a pain with that backhoe digging only 10 foot long.
What's up, Jamie? I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I saw your post earlier. Hey, you know you can always call me. You got the blues and everything. You always call me.
No, I'm actually looking about selling off everything but the family farm. That family farm's been my family since 1865. There ain't no way I could sell that. And plus I get $5,000 a month royalties from the gas company off that. I mean, I theoretically could just walk away and buy another house in another state and just let that sit there. But I don't want to incur another mortgage. So I'm going to sell my rental properties. I'm going to sell my house. And there's a logic to because if I move to Virginia, because that's where I'm looking at is Virginia. I love Virginia. I can't have something flat. I got to have hills. And if I go to Virginia, the nice thing about that is if I own that property still in New York, I'll register my vehicles and tell Virginia to stick their personal property tax on vehicles up there. You know what? Because I'll come back at least once a year.
What's up, Scott? All right. They're not letting her, for some reason, put it in.
What's up,
So
Chef
let
Scott?
me. I guess I'm going to have to type it in. Let me move some things around so I can get my keyboard over here. Some reason, okay. They're not letting Crystal put her email address in.
That's normal. Yeah, I'm looking at Newport News, Williamsburg, Virginia Beach area.
Let's see if it'll let me. Okay. Hopefully I've got. All right, sweetie. Do I have that correct?
Probably not.
I believe I've got that. I believe I've got it spelled.
I'm popping out of here, folks.
All right,
All
Wayne.
right. Well, take it easy, Wayne. Appreciate you coming in. All right, so if anybody does want stickers, like I said, Cajun, I've already got your address. I've got Brandon. I'll get him one because I'll see him in a little bit over a week, so I don't have to worry about mailing one to him. I said I know I got Shaggy, Cajun, got Money's address. Got, of course, Twisted. Got Froggy. Got Shell. Got their addresses already. So basically, like what Crystal's saying is that if anybody, if you want a sticker, one of the channel stickers I got, email her and put a subject line, Mater's sticker, and like I said, she will get it all. She'll get the envelopes and everything, get stamps, and get all that taken care of.
Let me see that sticker again. I want to see something. Make yourself big. I want to see what it looks like.
I put them inside the house.
Oh, I know why. Crystal, it wouldn't take her email address.
Why?
She doesn't have a blue wrench.
Well, and she don't want a blue wrench.
Well, okay.
Okay.
That's why. Hey, were you there Thursday night on Jude's channel?
Yeah.
When that troll, and nobody knew he was a troll until Jude popped his comment up. Like from the StreamYard chat, you can pop up somebody's comment, right under us. Well, there this guy was, naked as a jaybird, swinging it. And everybody was like, Jude was like, what is that? And and everybody, what the hell is that? I'm like, y'all need to take that down. Take it down now, dude. And I found the comment up in the chat. He had an engine name or something, whatever. And That's the only one he put, the only comment he put. And he was like, "Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?"
Yep.
And he was no pants, just swinging it, you know, free as a bird. I found his comment. I deleted the comment. Timed him out, blocked him from the channel, and reported him for porno.
Yep. Well, like I said, Crystal, she don't want a blue wrench. She's already told me that. She says, "Don't give me one." Okay.
Yeah, but you could give her one for something like that and take it away real fast too if she wanted to post something real quick.
Right.
True. What's that one?
Why she don't want a blue wrench? I mean, it doesn't change anything.
I know.
What's that one?
So Maynard, if I go to my family's house in Texas for a while and to get it ready to out there, so am I right though? I can walk around town with my 357 Magnum on the side of my holster and walk around town and no one's gonna say anything.
Right now, yep.
Nice.
Yep, they passed it where it's open carry.
Yeah, do I need a permit or can I just?
Nope.
No, Texas been open carry for a long time.
No,
Well,
they
so
just passed it where you can open carry a sidearm. Okay. Now, you can open carry either a rifle or shotgun, no problem. But you couldn't open carry a sidearm. You couldn't open carry a pistol.
Really?
No, I got
They
a
just got
357 Magnum Super Blackhawk, like
That's
they used
what-
in Dirty Harry.
That's what my neighbor got. He's got a 357. Like you said, he owns the insurance company across the street from me. He's got an insurance office. He carries the old Western style holster with all the bullets in it.
Nice.
No, oh no, his is a 357.
Yeah.
It's not a 44. It's a 357.
All right, Mark. I mean,
He's got
Scott. Okay.
That 8-inch barrel or whatever.
That this is what I want to get in. I got the diamond drill bits over at Harbor Freight. But the weird thing about it is the way they're in the little bubbles right here, they're backwards compared to what's written on the packaging.
Don't
Because
you
this-
love when they do that?
Hang on. I'm going to make myself bigger here.
Is that for your Dremel tool?
It can go in a Dremel. But
Okay.
the thing about it is, okay, this right here is supposed to be, that's supposed to be the 16th of an inch, and this is supposed to be 1/4 inch.
Oh yeah, gotcha. What you gonna
So,
do
yeah,
with
I mean-
those? You gonna port and
got it
polish?
backwards.
You gonna port and polish your?
No,
Intakes or
no, the house is settled some, so the on the back door the striker plate is not matching up perfect with the
Oh, so you just
door
gonna?
latch.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
all I'm going to do is go in there with these, but that little set right there was $5.40 with tax over at Harbor Freight. At Lowe's, they wanted $10 for one bit.
Yeah,
for
you
one
just
bit.
love that.
Well, that's a one-time use set right there, anyway.
Hey, I don't care if it'll do the job of grinding a little piece of metal out,
Yeah,
or the latch will work properly.
that's right.
I don't care.
Hell, you
I
might
mean,
get more. You might get more than one use out of it.
I don't care as long as it does the job, and I got a 90-day warranty. So up like this, I've got the receipt. If it within 90 days, say I start working on it this weekend, if they all crap out, I'll take it back to Harbor Freight, show them the receipt, say, hey, I just got this thing. They ain't doing what they're supposed to. They ain't holding up. They'll give me a brand new one.
Yeah,
They Just like the guys that the engines. I mean, even though they're those Predator engines, I'm not a fan of them. There's guys that buy them, beat the crap
Yeah.
out of them.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, Predators make some damn good engines. I'm gonna tell you right now, they do.
They're
Yeah.
junk.
They do.
No.
They're not, man. They use them for racing engines.
Yep.
See?
But Scott, hey, here's the other thing. This is what I wanted buying over Lowe's. This is what Ken from Eleanor was telling me about. This is the 2 4-amp-hour batteries with the fast charger for $149. I want getting this, and it came with a free tool. I wound up getting the grinder.
4.5-inch grinder.
Yeah, but it comes with 6 discs.
Discs are cheap anyway.
Right. Hey, the tax and everything for the batteries, the charger, and this, $161.
All right.
And this alone's $130.
I got an email today or yesterday from Steins. Remember I was telling you about Steins? It's
Yeah.
a local chain that's fixing to get big. All right. They are a Louisiana company. They have one in Mississippi. I think one in Orange. I'm not, or right close to the state line somewhere there. They have a huge sale going on right now, Stein. And let me tell you something. They got some good deals. They got you can buy a 2-pack 5-amp-hour batteries with the charger, the fast charger or the slow charger, both 2 chargers, I think. It's called a starter kit for $140, and you get a free Milwaukee tool with it. And it's the 18 volt, the M18.
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all for Milwaukee. They got a 169-piece Craftsman set with a toolbox. Tool set, hand tools, 169-piece hand tools, quarter, 3/8, half-inch drive for $99.
That's not bad.
They got a bunch. They got some DeWalt sets, the atomic DeWalt tools,
Right.
the whole set for like $279, $300, something like that.
Oh, I like this.
Look what we
is a
got
nice
here.
little bag. Nice little bag, and it's got. Oh, yeah. I like this little bag.
Good stuff. Eggnog.
Let me look that Stein thing up. I hope I didn't erase it.
You probably did knowing you.
All right, Value Hunter said he can come into auction tomorrow, but Brandon goes live, so no.
Yep.
Ain't doing that unless I have it at 5 o'clock and end it at 8. Let me see, where you at, Stein? I hope I didn't delete it. Which one it was on?
Wow. They might have made a mistake here. They got an extra collar for it.
Come on, where you at, Steins?
I'm not going to complain.
Oh, crap. Oh, here it is. Black Friday pricing starting now.
Oh, I like that. Now I figure out how to get it out.
What, they gave you something extra by mistake?
Well, it's actually got the little guard right here on it. They sent an extra one.
Oh, huh.
Oh, okay. I see the difference. This one here, it's open all the way on the bottom, but that one's not. But something I got to figure out how to get it out is they put the tool changer right here in the handle.
Hey, here's a DeWalt Atomic tool set, drill and driver. Okay, 20-volt max, the max series, MAX maximum series, brushless, compact drill, and impact driver kit. 2 batteries, fast charger, and the 2 tools for $150. So that ain't bad right there.
No.
DeWalt. $99, 216 piece. I was wrong. I said 160 piece earlier. 216 piece. Craftsman tool set.
This is your fault, man.
3/8 and half-inch drive, and the hand tools. All right, $99 plus the toolbox.
This is your fault, Cajun.
What is?
I can't show you, but there's a guy that just is streaking across this truck stop, buck naked. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
It's funny. There's a woman chasing her. I think it's her husband or boyfriend because he's drunk, evidently, because he's running around screaming "woo" and all this other crap. It's like, okay.
So he must be from the 70s and doing the street thing.
Yeah, because he's. I think here's Cajun talking about it, and there's this guy doing it.
Galaba, boogity boogity. God did don't, boogity boogity.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
Yeah. On for days soon. I wish Johnny.
I'm not good. I'm not gonna get
the whole thing.
I used to be able to, but I'm not going to get Maynard in trouble. But believe me,
No, I'm talking about in French.
Oh, I know. But if believe me, if the stream was ended and we were just here chatting, believe me, I'd put that thing up there, and it's like, hey, y'all. That's one thing about truck stops. You never know what you're going to see.
Philip and Richard, the Cajun Street.
I'm just reading all this on here.
Ça a été rapporté, je trouve, au dernier meeting de politique. Il y en a un homme ici qui dit quoi c'est arrivé. Monsieur, tu peux nous dire que c'est arrivé? Ouais, je peux te dire, j'étais là. J'ai vu l'affaire se faire. Il y avait des centaines de personnes là, plantées à attendre les speeches. Pour le deuxième politicien, là, a commencé à faire ses chères promesses. Et celui de gaz l'a paru. Comme un éclair, devant tout le monde, tout nu comme un verre, et il a parti à la course. Me donner de bas, j'ai crié Clotilde!
God passaron ya!
Mais c'était trop tard, ça avait déjà fait prendre son poutre.
Poutre.
Boogity, boogity. Boogity, boogity.
That's the French version. Yeah.
There it is.
Clotilde got pasaron ya. That means don't look, Ethel, but Clotilde. Naturally, you got to have a Boudreaux, a Thibodeau, or a Clotilde, or a Madeleine in there somewhere. But Clotilde got pasaron ya. Don't look over there. So let me see that that guard you was talking about.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
one's open and one's 3/4.
yeah, you got one that's got this one. It's all open. Then this one right here is solid on the bottom.
Yeah,
So I guess this one here is what you'd use for, I guess maybe a cutoff wheel.
a cutting wheel. Yeah, that way the sparks don't hit you and catch your shirt and pants on fire.
But I mean,
that jacket you got.
Right. Now it comes with looks like 5 grinding wheels.
I'm sure
already.
that's happened more than once.
Thought you said it was 6.
Okay. Quit being like Crystal. Let me finish speaking. Okay.
thought
It
you
comes
were.
with 5 grinding wheels
One cutoff.
and 1 cutoff.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
yes, Adam, I did say stickers. I got
Where's
stickers
Adam?
in.
Where's Adam at anyway?
Tampa Boy. Got Tampa Boy Customs right there.
Oh, that Adam. Yeah, where's the
Yeah.
other Adam? Okay. Oh, I didn't see Tampa in there. Hey, Tampa, what's going on, Mona Me? How you doing? I almost called him Nate a while ago by mistake.
Yep.
Well, they're both in Florida. You got
Yep.
go-karts and go-karts are going fishing, and then you got Tampa boys.
Yep. Hey Tampa, hey, you know that Brandon and I are going to be doing that Go Power Sports 180 next Saturday, right?
Oh, that's this coming Saturday?
It's not tomorrow, but next Saturday, be on the
this coming
13th.
Saturday, yeah. I hope y'all get some good video footage on that.
We will. Oh yeah, we're going to get some good footage, and then I've got to get with the owners out at Big O because they've got a 1.1 mile track. They're going to be having a 1 hour endurance race the following weekend. So we've got racing. We got we got the Go Power Sports 180 on the 13th, and we got the Big O 1 hour endurance on the 20th.
Yeah, the next week. Yeah.
The very next week. Yep.
I can't believe how much stuff you can see in this truck stop. Every day there's something different in there.
That guy must have been on crystal meth or LSD or something, be running around naked like that.
Nah, he's probably drunk. Put this way, Gage. There's this one trucker channel. They shut him down because he was doing crazy stuff. He would go on there. This truck driver, he was a poor guy. He just started driving. You know, he was a rookie driver, and he got on there and he would do a challenge for the right dollar amount. And I sent him $100 in a PayPal account once, and I let the guys on the panel choose what he was going to do for a challenge for that $100. They wanted him to buy a sub at Subway, and I sent him $100 in PayPal, so he had the money right there in his account automatically to do it. So he had to buy a sub at Subway, strip down to his underwear, and run across the parking lot, stuffing this thing in his mouth back and forth, and he couldn't stop running till he had the thing all eaten.
Damn.
And it took him 15 minutes to eat the sub, and it was in the middle of January up in Vermont.
Oh boy.
And he ran around that parking lot in his underwear and a pair of flip-flops with nothing on but his underwear and a smile and a pair of flip-flops.
Yeah. Nothing on, but he wasn't wearing nothing but a smile.
Yeah, but seriously, bro, you know, and naturally the cops were called. They looked at him. They couldn't arrest him, but they could laugh. He wasn't breaking the law, but it was, you know, they're like, are you normal?
I wish y'all could see this guy in this French version. There's a guy, he goes on the football field. I don't know what team, probably LSU, I don't know. This guy's dressed like a referee. All right, he's on the field, he's making calls, and all of a sudden, he's got them tear-off clothes, you know, like the pants that just tear off of you. He takes his referee shirt off, and he's got these tear-off pants, and he tears them off, and he ain't wearing nothing but a smile and his tennis shoes.
Oh yeah, like James, like you've heard the other trucker James Best, haven't you?
The only James Best I know is Roscoe P. Coltrane, the old.
No, there's another channel you can look it up. It's called The Other Truckers James Best. Now you got to be a member to see the one video. But I was on his live stream, and and he was cleaning his pool, getting it ready to open up. But it was still cold out. He lives in let me see, Illinois. So I mean, we're talking. He was trying. Yeah, I think it was like early March, and he was getting it ready because they get their sprinkler earlier. He was just cleaning it. I said, "What's the water temperature?" And he says, "Believe it or not, it's 28 degrees on that." I mean, I don't know why he was working on the pool so early, but anyways, it was back when we first got our first stimulus checks. The very first one, and I was being crazy, and I said, "I'll give you $600 if you do a cannonball in that pool right now and swim around it 5 times." And I offered him 100. And then it went up to 600. I'll give you 6, and then I went all the way up to 600. I didn't care. I was just gonna blow it. I mean, it's not money I would have missed. And just as I was getting ready to put it in PayPal and send it to him, some guy gave him put in $1,000 of their money. And he did it. He jumped in that pool with his. We kept in the chat, "Take out your headset." And he forgot to take his headset off, so his headset got ruined. But there's a video of him doing a cannonball. He did it. He did a cannonball into that pool. It was 28 degrees, and you could just see him like, man, he had his clothes on, but still, man, that man was freezing his butt off.
Damn.
Sei sentito une nouvelle avec d'autres tracas, cette fois la game de plot. Tu peux nous dire, monsieur, que c'est arrivé? Ouais, je peux te dire. Là, on peut m'amuser à la game de plot. Là. Le premier home run qui a été moyen, mon cher, c'est là où il pétaille la partie à la cour. Tout le tour les buts, tout nu comme un velage. Moi, je criais vite à Clotilde. Je dis, Clotilde, regarde pas ça, mon cher. Mais c'était trop tard, ça a vu avec déjà vécu.
I don't mind. I don't mind audio on there, but as far as for the music, I don't want to play more than 10 seconds of the music. The audio is no problem. It's just somebody talking in French.
Ray Stevens has got a lot of good songs, like
Yeah.
One of my favorite. He had a couple like "Come to the USA" where there's no penalty to pay, or what's that other one?
Ahab, the Arab.
Yep, or We the People.
Guitars and Mark C just put in Guitars and.
Hey, don't forget the
Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
Yep. That was a good one. I like that, especially when he runs up the woman's pants and she started naming all her names, and ooh, it's like, yeah, that was a good one.
And then they had 40 pledges and 20 people got saved that day.
Yep.
Over $50,000, over $25,000 was raised, and the whole church got baptized whether they needed it or not.
Yeah.
That was a good song.
Oh, yeah. I like Guitars and that's a good one too, though. Guitars and Ahab, the Arab, the Chief of the Burning Sands.
Or Taylor Swift is stalking me.
Have y'all ever heard of
it's me again, Margaret?
Yep. Hey, talking about that, have y'all ever heard of a guy called Bob Rivers?
Bob Rivers.
Name sounds familiar.
It rings a little bell. What are some of his skits?
Well, you mostly know him probably from his Christmas parody songs. And one of them, instead of, he winds up doing I Am Santa Claus, but uses the music from Iron Man by Black Sabbath.
Oh, wow. No, I
So
never
he
heard
just
that
yells,
one.
it's like, I am Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he does a lot of. I've got both of his Christmas CDs. Instead of the 12 days of Christmas, he starts listing off the 12 pains of Christmas.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, hey, Ray Stevens had a good Christmas one.
Right.
You better be true blue through and through, 'cause Santa's watching you. Where's
Yep.
Rudolph? He's on a stakeout at your house.
But yeah, Bob Rivers, he does some good ones. Now he does also do other songs that aren't Christmas. He did a parody of now you know the song "Big Jet Airliner" by Steve Miller.
Yeah, Jet
Okay.
Airliner. Yeah.
Yeah, his version. Yeah, but his version is "Beat Up Old Jet Liner."
Oh, okay.
And at the very end of it, the song and everything, all of a sudden you hear the pilot come on saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot, and just want to let you know that I just turned off the no smoking sign. I figure if the plane's smoking, why can't you?"
it's like my niece. She likes when she was younger. She one of her favorite Christmas songs was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is fine. She was 10. She said to me, said, "Uncle Scott, will you play Rudolph?" I said, "Sure." And I went over and pulled out my Joe Diffie album and put on Leroy the Redneck Reindeer. And then I actually streamed it. I streamed off of YouTube onto the TV and started playing the video. And she says, "Uncle Scott, you're crazy." I said, "Hey, I'm a redneck, man. I'm gonna play Redneck Christmas." And she saw that. She's like, she was like 5 years old. She goes, "That's ruining you're trying to ruin my childhood with that." I said, "No, I ain't. You're a red."
Boy.
I told her,
That
"You're
girl's smart.
redneck."
That's a smart 5-year-old. You should have played it at Cheech and Chong Christmas.
I'm not playing something that has to do anything that associates with weed around my nieces.
They don't say nothing in there.
I don't associate with anything that's like they're Cheech and Chong up in smoke. I don't play nothing that associates with.
They play it on the radio stations down here. It's kid friendly because they don't mention weed. They just talking
Yeah, I know.
about.
I don't want nothing to do with that crap.
Claus, East LA style.
No. I can't stand Cheech and Chong or anything they've ever done. That crap.
Oh, you were talking good about them about 2 months ago.
No, I wasn't. Not around my nieces. I'm not playing that crap.
No, you were talking good about them. We were talking about something.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing for adults, but you don't do that around that. Not around my nieces.
No, you were speaking real highly of them.
You don't understand, Cajun. You don't play that stuff around my nieces.
You said you couldn't stand them though. You just
not
said
around
that.
not for around my nieces. Why don't you contradict somebody else? Because I can't play that crap around my nieces. You don't.
I wasn't speaking of your niece.
I can listen to it, but I'm not playing around my nieces. Is all I'm saying. Because
hey, I got a question for you. Hey, if I play something off of YouTube on my stream, will I get a hit?
Yep.
It depends on if it's got a copyright or not. That's why on my little version of the streak there, that's why I only did the narration part of it, because it's just somebody talking in French. Okay? That's all it is. There's no music involved.
Well, how would I know if this is copyrighted or not?
What is it?
It's a song that Bob Rivers did.
You play
no. If it's a record, it's going to be BMI ASCAP, and yeah, it is BMI ASCAP, and that's copyrighted.
So even though this comes from YouTube, I can't play it.
What YouTube is it? Which channel?
No, it's I just did a search on the YouTube and brought it up.
Okay, it's under their channel name. Look, read the description box and say this is copyrighted, but I have permission and all that.
There's nothing in the description for it.
Oh, and you hit the little read more thing if it has one. Read more.
Well, let's see. Hang on. Now I'm on a different one, and it says Bob Rivers Twisted Tunes. Now it says licensed to YouTube by WMG and 2 music rights societies.
Okay, so if now what's the channel name?
Bob Rivers Twisted Tunes.
Okay, well you could probably take it as that's his own channel, or somebody else that had that Bob Rivers Twisted Tune channel name. And if it says if they can play it, I'm not saying you can. Okay, I'm not. But Pammy Jones knows more about this crap than me because she plays the YouTube licensed stuff on her channel, and she does not get no warnings or anything. But to be sure, just do 5 seconds of it and then kill it.
All right, let's see what I can do here.
Okay, yeah, that's a Christmas tune.
Yeah, but
But do you recall the most famous rendition of all?
The most famous rendition of all. Oh.
A very shiny car, and if you ever saw it, you were probably near a bar. All the other senators wondered how he got his name. They thought he drank too many to play in any bedroom game.
Okay, go ahead and kill it.
Christmas Eve.
I want
Right.
to say I've heard that already. It sounds very familiar, the way he rearranged the words and all that.
right,
So it's a
Maybe.
spoof song. It's a parody spoof,
Right, right.
like Weird Al always does. Yeah.
right. And that's the thing as far as what Bob Rivers does. He does parodies on all the songs, and like I said, this is off of his Christmas CD. And I mean, he's got a whole bunch of different ones out there. I mean, you'd have to go on there and listen.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they got all
Mason.
kinds of stuff.
Well, Mason, what you're going to have to do is, like I said, you have to send an email to Crystal because she's going to be the one taking care of all the mailing out of stickers.
Yeah. Somebody else said, I think Juan Prats said, Crystal, is that your email? I think it was Juan that said that earlier too.
Yeah, well, that's Crystal's email address.
Yeah. That's for sending your address and stuff for a sticker.
Right.
I got to mail out some stickers here. Also, I think Missy went and got some stamped a while back.
Right. But
And
yeah,
I need-
that's
I need to mail Mason a sticker. A couple of other people I need to send out some stickers.
right. And like I said, I've got, because I know I've got your address. I've got a few other people. Like I said, I've got Shaggy's.
Johnny wants one.
Like I said, I'll get a couple sent out to you. Like I said, there's several people I know of that I've already got addresses for. Brandon, I'm not that worried about because, like I said, he's coming up next Saturday, so I can hand him one. That's no big deal there.
You got red lines, yeah.
I don't have Gary's. I don't have Scott's.
He said you have it, Gary.
Okay, Gary, did you send it to Crystal? Did you send an email to Crystal?
Chef Scott, would you find a new use for your little $2 flesh cut? Because I got some flesh cuts, but them things didn't cost me no $2. These are professional electronic technician flesh cutters. They're about like $16. Hey Doc, what's up? How you been? I hadn't seen you in what 3 weeks or so? Something like that.
Professional brush cutters. You're gonna find where you're gonna find a professional brush cutter for $16.
Flush cutter. They small, very small electronics technician plier through my wholesaler. That's who.
What's up, Jungle Bob?
That sounds like a very good quality.
They are. They usually $30, $35, $36.
Even $35, $36 don't sound good quality.
Bullshit.
Uh-oh, swear. You can't take it back. You said it.
Bull
butter. Christ. Hey, if someone says something you supposedly said it 3 months ago, come on, Cajun. If I had $1 for every job or career you supposedly had, you've supposedly had 20 different careers and worked them all like 10 years old, you'd be 150 years old. So half the crap that stuff I say bull butter on. So, we're even.
Yeah.
You've done everything from truck driving technician. You've done an Cajun chef. You've done this. You've done all that. And you're not even 100 years old yet. Come on. Some of the stuff sounds far-fetched too. So, I say, as you like to say, bull butter back right at you.
The stuff I talk about is not far-fetched, man. When you do something for a year, year and a half, when you trap in the wintertime, only in the wintertime, then you have a regular job during the spring and summer. Okay? When you run crew boats, then you get off of that job, go back trapping or commercial shrimping during the sea bob season for 3 months. During the fall, go back to your crew boat job. That's not all far-fetched. You can fit a lot of stuff, a lot of jobs into a lifetime in South Louisiana.
And owning 3 different trucks and owning a radio dealership.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dealership? What dealership? You're talking about a Briggs dealership, Briggs and Stratton, like which we have now? Yeah, that's not far-fetched.
No, I ain't saying the dealership is, but all these different careers, it's like, just saying, if you own 3 different trucks, I mean, what's your deal?
18-wheelers and not at one time.
I didn't say you said them at one time, but if you owned them, what was your DOT number? You should be able to rattle that off right off the top of your head.
Hell no. And that's been so many years ago. That's when I was in my 20s. And I'm 57. That's over 30 years ago.
You ain't that much older than me.
That's over 30 years ago when I had those trucks. Who's going to remember DOT numbers?
I remember my DOT number from when
Why can't I have a $35, $36 pair of flush cutters? that are professional.
No, I'm
cutters.
just saying. I didn't say you couldn't handle it.
Why? No, you did.
Yeah.
You said no. That
Not that
sounds
I'd
like
buy.
cheap quality to me. Well, you're not going to find anything. You don't have to buy. I've never heard of a $50 pair or a $40 pair of flush cutters. $35? Yeah, that's about the most you're going to pay.
Hang on. Hey, Doc. Yeah, I did get the stickers in.
A
So-
second, I'm in at that zone.
What's the deal? Hang on, Briggs. So, yeah, which Crystal's got. You have to look in the chat and everything, and I got Crystal's email address up there. So if you want a sticker, what you'll do is send her an email, your address, and she'll be taking care of all that for me.
Doc, Snap-on, different story. And I don't
Yep.
know what kind of flush cut you're talking about. I'm talking about a very short pair of flush cutters, 5 inches tall, for electronics work on printed circuit boards. Most people I know don't buy Snap-on for that.
I wouldn't.
And all I did was ask Chef Scott what great idea he had for his $2 flush cut.
Trimming his
That's what I
toenails.
asked. Yeah.
He said, right. He said, trimming a toenail. He says I got a funky toenail, doesn't grow out right.
Oh, okay.
He says never has been able to cut it right. Tried these flush cuts. I got it and trimmed it perfect.
Okay. I didn't see that. I have a funky. I see it now. Hell,
I know a
might
guy
have
cut
to
his
try.
own. I know an old man that cut his own toenails. I heard on the news a couple years ago they almost bled to death because he cut a main artery.
Oh, that's not good.
Cut a main artery, cutting his toenails.
How in the hell do you do that?
Because, see, they didn't tell the whole story, but he was on the news. They actually had on the news that my father knew the guy. He was one of those people that would cut the edge of the toenail and then take a pair of tweezers or even a pair of pliers and just rip it the full length, and it ripped the wrong way. And there was a vein there, and he started to bleed, and he just ripped it, put a sock back on, pulled it, and a couple of minutes later he started feeling blood evidently. But yeah, that's how there's all kinds of veins and arteries underneath your fingernails and toenails.
Oh yeah.
But he did. You know what I mean? Like you'll start it, and then instead of cutting it all the way across straight, he cut it and then tore it, and it actually tore down the side of the fingernail or nail, whatever, and he tore the fingernail off. In other words,
he must have had. Oh, I thought it was a toenail. He must have had one hell of an ingrown toenail.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
We went down to Lake Arthur in my boat, my crab boat. We got it all cleaned up, nice and neat. We had a couple of pair of skis in the boat. We had a bunch of people. This is for the regatta in Lake Arthur. And one of my buddies, his girlfriend, she had a bikini on and all that. She couldn't dance because of the fact we tie our boats up to the dock over there, to the boardwalk. And she couldn't dance because her big toe was about that big around. She had surgery to take out an ingrown toenail. Yeah, like 17 years old with a big old hangnail, in that big toe, one of them ingrown toenails, and the doctor had to lance all that and get all that stuff out, that pus and all that stuff. And she had big old bandage on her toe, and and kind of like a little some special little shoe or something, to keep her toes straight. And but she couldn't dance. She couldn't swim. She wasn't supposed to get in the water or nothing like that.
That was shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, especially for the regatta, Yeah.
You know what
Wayne
else sucks?
Biggs was there at the
Is
time.
when you break your my brother broke his arm once in the middle, right at the end of the beginning of summer, like the first week of June. He broke his arm one year. He fell off his bike, broke his arm. He couldn't swim for like 9 weeks. By the time he got cast off, it was almost Labor Day. It was like the last week of August. It's like that sucked.
Yeah, usually down here, Memorial Day is the official. That's unofficial. Official. The start of swimming in the Gulf of Mexico at Holly Beach. You know, like I said, official, unofficial, because people go swimming at Holly Beach way before Memorial Day. That's like what, the last weekend of May. You
Yeah.
know, and people are already swimming in May at Holly Beach. You know, they call that the Cajun Riviera in that area. I don't
We
know
don't
what
go
they call
swimming
it.
here until almost the middle of June here.
Oh yeah, well y'all got that Atlantic water. It's cold.
Yep.
No, I'm talking even. We don't have Atlantic water down in where I'm at.
Oh, you ain't talking about the beach. You're talking about a lakeside beach.
Any place, even an out backyard swimming pool.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, well, y'all so far north, that's why.
I mean, hell, I know people. I got a friend of mine that actually lives in Virginia, and they still have their swimming pool open, for Christ's sakes.
What's up? Looky here. I hadn't seen Low Lid in quite some time. What's up, Low Lid?
What's up, Low Lid?
Mon ami. Man, I've been knowing Low Lid. Oh, man. What? From Bootaloo Cat channel. Been knowing that guy, what? 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
Wow.
On YouTube.
It's a long time.
I hadn't seen him in a while.
I can't. My sister told me and they have to shut their pool down even down there in Florida, and like in I think she said December and January it'll get down to 60s during the night, and they can't. They say it's too cold for them. I says, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all swim in 60-degree water up there. We're not used to that cool
Well,
water.
no one
like
else
that
does.
down here. Doing good, Low
That's because
Lid.
she's from up north.
That's what I mean. People from up north, they're used to that cold and that cold water.
That's
Doing
why
pretty good.
I couldn't believe it. I wouldn't
Oh,
shut
we
it
got
down there.
710 in the house.
710, mon ami, what's going on, brother?
But yeah, I figured, but like I said, I figured I'd, show everything as far as what I wanted to get in today, especially since the stickers came in. I knew they would be. Oh, that reminds me.
Speaking
Something
of stickers,
I was supposed to have done Wednesday and wound up not doing it during the live stream.
yeah. You remembered after we were backstage.
Yeah.
Jungle Bob Repair, what's up? And I got a sticker going out to you too, Jungle Bob.
Yep. But on that this Cobalt chainsaw I've got, I needed to get a new chain for it. I mean, I already sharpened it up a couple of times and everything. It was working good, but it still wasn't cutting like a chain should. I mean, I done wore that thing out, okay? But, I could go to Lowe's and buy one, and it was going to be $20 for one chain. I'm going, that, no. So I went up, going on eBay, and wound up finding this is the empty one, but I got 6 of them for not even $64, and that was including tax and shipping. And like I said, if I'd gone to Lowe's and gotten them, I'd be looking at about 130, at least $130 with tax and
You seen
everything.
that? Have you seen that one chain that you can put that's got a little tip on it, and if you want to sharpen it, you push it against the tree and it sharpens itself. It's got a cutting stone in it.
That's crap.
Yeah, I've seen that, but nah.
I saw that. And I said, "Damn, that it ain't." Well, a buddy of mine bought it. It actually works pretty good for a quick sharpen. If you're out in the woods and you don't have a spare chain, it's okay for that. But for a real sharp chain,
What?
but he bought that. And I'm like, that's a gimmick, and it actually did. It sharpened the chain enough to finish the job. But as far as using it all the time, it actually ruins the chains.
They were
It
asking
does.
for stickers,
I know.
and they were asking for pictures.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it does ruin the chain.
All right. I'm fixing to bounce, but I have Gary's address. I have Redline Gary. I have Jungle Bob and
One Pratt.
Juan Pratt.
What about Doc?
If he has sent it, I have not got it yet. I'm not saying I don't have it. I'm just saying I haven't found it yet. But I'm fixing to leave, so I won't be in chat or anything for about the next 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
My email is there. Pop it in, tagline or subject line, Mater stickers, and he's got a set. Bye.
Yep. So there's the stickers. So yeah, if anybody wants a sticker, email Crystal and she'll get it taken care of.
Yeah, I will.
Right, because I know y'all got my address.
Yeah, the people that he has the addresses on right now in his phone or wherever, I'm not counting you guys because we already know. But
You have mine on one of these.
Yep.
yeah, we have it. We physically have a copy of your address, so I'm not going to worry about that because
Right.
we do have
Oh, okay.
it. I'm just saying the guys in chat that have been sending them. Mason Fox, he needs to go and find mine and send it to me, and I will get his out. Now, I'm going to start packaging this week. I will not mail anything out until a week from tomorrow at the earliest, and then the Monday after that, depending on how much I've got to get out.
Right.
All right? See y'all later. Yes, the brat has called.
All right. So yes,
Man,
I will be. Yeah, those will be getting sent out, but only those that send an email with their address.
Cool. I
Yep.
keep seeing these signs up out here. I'll tell you what, they keep doing that. I'll jump out of this truck. I told that to my boss. Said you wouldn't do that. There's a sign right now. Plow drivers needed desperately. $8,000 sign-on bonus after 1 month's work.
Damn. So when you gonna sign up with them?
It's for the state. See, the trouble with that, $8,000 sign-on bonus after a month and $75 an hour with we train, and $100 an hour without training. If you don't need to train, give me the keys to that truck. I'll show you how it's done.
Hey, maybe it'll teach you something.
Won't teach me anything. I already know how to drive.
Hey, you're never too old to learn something.
Now, when it comes to driving, I've done every piece of driving there is. I've driven everything. Driving a little beach plow truck would be a piece of cake.
All right, Doc didn't get a chance to look at it, but there's the sticker.
I'll make a shirt out of that.
Give me the money and I will. Hey, I just spent the money on buying the stickers, okay? I'm still a small time channel here. I'm not even monetized. I don't even have a
I put on other channels before. I put on Ken Smallins. I got a buddy right here that if you send if you texted him that picture of that sticker, he could make you a shirt for $20, and you don't have to even order any. You could just give people that information. He'd mail it to anybody for $20.
You know, I know people around here. I could do the same thing.
I mean, I'm saying I didn't say you had to make a shirt for everybody. Just go to somebody, get them the information, and do it for them. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Or make a shirt for yourself. I'm sure you could do $20 to make yourself a shirt.
Yeah.
I saw a Mater's remote control Mater truck on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't even know they had one. Pretty good sized truck.
Huh.
Remote control. It was for $25. Missing the remote. I almost bought it. And I tried to buy it and said I was going to buy it and then show you and bring it up on the live stream sometime and watch you go, ooh, where'd you get that? But it was gone before I could get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like, oh, where is it? Kind of like this guy.
See the size of this box, Mayor?
Yep.
That's what mine came in. Full. There were
Oh, stickers.
500 stickers in there. And back then, those were 3x3. Back then, those were $88 delivered to my door.
Damn.
But that was back then. Okay?
Right. And
Look,
like I said,
Mason.
your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin designed them and made them. Look, Mason. There's your sticker going out.
It's just like I got that remote control Dodge. It was funny, Patrick there put on there. I should give that to somebody that appreciates that likes Dodge products. I got that remote control General Lee. Hell, because I don't like Dodge don't mean I don't like the General Lee. I know people that they don't like Dodge too, but they like the General Lee. Who doesn't like the General Lee? You know.
Well, considering the fact that my second race car was a 70 Charger, I had made up just look, kind of like the General Lee.
Exactly. You though, you like Dodge too much. Every car you list you want is a Dodge. I mean, there's more out there than just Dodge.
True. But
you
I
need
want
to try
quality.
some other brands. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I've tried other brands.
They've been out of business. They've been bankrupt more times than I can count and bought out. They don't even really exist anymore. They're owned by Fiat. I mean, come on. They don't even build four-wheel drive, They did not build their four-wheel drive. They bought AMC because they couldn't build a four-wheel drive that would last. And you want quality. There's other brands out there that make quality. I want a company. If they've been bankrupt, they took $10 million from the federal government, went broke, still went broke. The only thing that saved them was a Dodge Caravan that was with a 4-cylinder engine. That was the biggest. And you ain't gonna tell me the original Dodge Caravans were any good because they weren't. And even the new ones dropped trannies left and right. There's other quality out there, man. That's I'm just saying. Maybe you've been lucky, and everyone buys a Dodge truck. Ooh, because it's got a Hemi. I'm telling you that. And when I start house hunting, and when I go down to Texas, I'll tell you what, it's so tempting to put that green monster in mine because I couldn't afford to drive it on a flatbed and drive it down there with a 4-cylinder Toyota on a flatbed and go down there and hook up axle to axle. You can do pavement, you can do dirt. I don't care what you want to hook it to. And or in a straight line, we'll have fun, title for title. All just fun. Because the bug guard across that truck says the Green Machine, the Ford stomping, Dodge crushing bow tie. I should put on there, and then on the back, the Great El Greeno. I'll put against any Chrysler Brock. I mean, Ford. I mean, back then I just had a beef with Ford because I put that on there because I had a Ford truck and the dealer wouldn't work on it because they had a carburetor.
Well, I tell you what, Briggs, like I said, if you want, you bring that truck down here to Texas, and we'll go head to head on the quarter mile here.
Cool.
My 17 Ram against yours. We'll put it on the quarter mile.
Hi guys, just a little quick show here. This gonna make Mater very happy. Yeah.
Hey, got some cobalt.
Yeah, I will do a review on it soon. Here's the next one.
You know, hey Juan, I want you with your voice. I got a Count Dracula, that thing that goes on my front porch.
We'll review soon, and thanks, Mater.
No problem.
Bye, y'all. I will be.
I want you to do the voice for you.
What?
Juan's voice. I got Dracula that rocks and flies around. And you can record Juan's voice. Would be perfect to record a voice like I'm Dracula. Yeah, he's got the perfect voice for that.
Yep. So Briggs, are you going to do that?
Hey, when I get things situated, I might just do it. I got to find a flatbed that I can put that old Chevy on because I couldn't afford to feed that thing to drive it to Texas. Well, it's not that I couldn't afford it. I don't want to spend $2,000 in gas to drive it to Texas and $2,000 back.
Well, why not?
It's sort of a gas because it's a gas hog.
That's why it stays parked, huh? Because you can't afford to drive it, huh?
No, because I probably wouldn't have a license anymore if I kept driving it.
Kind of like that hot rod Lincoln.
Yeah, got it exactly. I was basically given I was given past about 30 times in 1 year, and finally the chief of police said, "You either park it, or I'm going to write you a ticket for all 30." He had like 40 different instances where he could have gave me a ticket for like 50, 60, 70 over the speed limit. He said, "You either park it right now, I'm going to give you a ticket for every one of those incidents." Okay. So I parked it.
Like I said, hey, Briggs, hey, up like this. The last time someone wanted to open up their mouth and do a challenge like that, and I said, okay, fine. We'll put it on the quarter mile track here. They opened up their mouth. Guess what? They got quiet.
Oh, I believe me. When I get everything situated and all the stuff my parents' hoard sold off, I actually sold some more stuff today. It was can't believe people are actually buying some of their old stuff. Get stuff stolen. I'm gonna be doing some trip. I'm looking. I'm either going to settle in Virginia. I haven't decided. I gotta take a road trip in the spring, like right after peak season here. We're gonna be running hard for peak season. And no, next spring I'm gonna be thinking about. I gotta find a flatbed. I'm sure I can find a flatbed that will big enough to haul that truck. Hey, believe me, gas went back.
Briggs, ask and you shall receive. How would you like my voice?
It would. I got that Dracula thing. I got that recordable Dracula. It sits in a chair and rocks. You need to say, "I've come to bite your neck." That'd be perfect, man. He's got the perfect voice.
Yep.
He could definitely. If I had that, I'd have to come up by live stream and everybody'd have to be quiet and then press record and let him record that. I guarantee you, he'd scare the shit out of some kids coming up on that front porch.
Probably.
Hey, it's all fun. I didn't do what I normally do on Halloween this year. I had too much on the fire, you know. My mother basically died a week before Halloween. Didn't have time to do much.
Right.
But no, I put my father's old roll top desk up because I had a catch-22. My father bought the roll top desk 20 years ago, but my mother had it's what's called a secretary desk that went back to the 1790s. But it's been in our family since her family since the 1830s. I mean, and I don't need 2 desks. And like I told my sister, if I got rid of that desk and kept my father's desk, I'd probably have be haunted by a ghost.
34 to fill it up. Wow, that much? Mm-hmm. Jeez. Yeah. $34 would it cost to fill up my car. Considering the fact that I remember before I was paying about $20. I don't think I ever spent more than $25 to fill up my car. That's ridiculous on the price of gas.
My truck, my Green Monster's got dual 40-gallon tanks. When I built that truck, it used to cost me about $45 to fill both tanks. Now that
I can believe it.
Now my Impala, I think it's a 15 or 20-gallon tank, something like that. That literally cost me $65 to fill it. My truck cost me $80. My little Toyota truck, $80. It's like,
yep.
I had one guy put on my. I got a bumper sticker I bought for my truck and I put it on. It said, "How do you like Biden gas?" And someone said to me, "The president has no control over the gas prices. It's all supply and demand." This guy started telling me quit posting stupid stuff. I said, "Hey, buddy, all I know is up until January 19th last year." You mean January 20th? No, January 19th, because he took office on the 20th. So January 19th, we were 100% almost in 95% energy independent. A month later, we shut down. We're shipping what we do have out and collecting it from other countries. So.
And they shut the damn pipeline down.
Yep. Well, even shutting the pipeline down, they said wasn't the biggest factor. The biggest factor is we started importing our oil from foreign countries, and most of it we ship out now.
Yeah.
But hey, who am I? But either way, I don't want to get political, but but he didn't like that. That's spreading false information, he said.
Yep.
Hey, we all have our opinion.
Shaggy? Let's see, we got Shaggy in the house. So what are you up to tonight, Bob? You still awake over there, huh? Hey, speak up. Can't hear you, Sonny. No volume. You ain't got your mic hooked up. Well, I don't hear anything coming from you.
I didn't hear anything either. I didn't know he was even talking. Didn't even know he was up.
Well, I see him and everything, but I don't hear him saying anything.
Oh, I don't see him. I got the phone up in the glove box.
You trying to figure it out, Bob? Okay, I guess he's still working on it.
I just saw a video of a truck. It was on Marketplace. I mean, on Facebook. Someone posted one of those 5-second videos.
Yep.
And this truck driver was coming past another truck driver on the right, and he rolled up his window. If I passed it, and he put on his driver's side window in big stickers, if I'm passing you on the right, you're a dumb.
Oh yeah.
And I figured, damn, I wish. And he sat there and rolled his window up and saw it, and it's like, I like that. I wish I could that'd be perfect.
Yeah, yeah, Juan, I believe that it probably won't be that much longer. I mean, I know that's what I saw on Den of Tools. He had a video out like that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess with the price of gas and everything, that's why I'm glad I've got the motorcycles, because with fuel efficiency of the motorcycle, I'm going a lot further than could in the car. Now, comfortability wise, the car is a little bit better, but don't get the fuel mileage.
Well, it's like I said. Everyone asked me why they said I jumped ship. It became and bought a lot of 4-cylinders. And I've got the biggest engine I got that on the road now is my Impala with that's got a 5.3 V8 in it. And I bought that I bought that car to travel. I like a big car when I travel. You can hit the cruise and a big heavy car, Chevy Impala. It's actually not even considered a big car. People don't think, but by today's standards, it's a boat. I mean, there ain't many cars built today that's much bigger than that Impala. Think about it. A Chevy Impala by today's standards is a boat. There's so many cars out there that are like that. My old car, that Suzuki, I still have. I'm actually thinking of putting that back on the road because of the simple fact. One, it's great on gas. It gets about 35 miles to the gallon. And two, it's standard shift. And I miss the standard. But if I was going to go the Impala, even though it's a V8, I can get 21 miles to the gallon on the highway and about 16 in town, which still ain't bad for a car like that.
All right.
And I like the look of it. I like the ride of it. It's a real nice car. Now, the 6-cylinder version of that same car gets about 22 on the highway and about 16 in town. It's only a mile or two difference. And so, but there's a hell of a difference, so even between 21 though and 35.
Well, up like this. Now, my Y-Glide, I think I can get anywhere from 45 to 50 miles to the gallon with that bike. Okay.
Now,
it's only got a 4.7 gallon tank, so I can go. I can go a little bit over 200 miles on a full tank.
Now, of all my vehicles, and I'm not going to even put my Buick in there because my old Buick, I got that 71 Buick, that's a 455. Let's just face it, that gets about 9 miles to the gallon in town and about 11 on the highway, which is pretty good for a car that's it's 50 years old this year. So I'm not going to put that in the equation because that's a toy. I don't drive it that much.
Right.
Maybe, okay. Of all my cars, I got that I have on the road running and driving that I can get into and drive. My 88 VW Cabriolet convertible, my 2004 Audi TT Roadster, my 2011 Suzuki SX4, my 96 Toyota T100, and the 2015 Impala. Which one do you think gets the better gas mileage out of all those cars?
The Impala?
The Impala.
Yep.
No. No.
Probably
the Audi gets the best gas mileage out of them all. The Audi gets 35 miles to the gallon in town and about 37 on the highway.
Wow.
All
everyone says before that you're giving up power. No, you ain't. I mean, that Audi, even if you get in it, I mean, that Audi will eat a V8 at the light. I mean, that no one can deny that. I mean, like a pickup truck or a van or something like that, they're not built for that kind of speed. I mean, but I didn't buy that car for speed, and I didn't buy it because it's a midlife crisis. I like the look and style of the Audi GT.
How you guys doing?
What's that?
I said, how you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing good, Jungle Bob. Appreciate it, buddy. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I
And
was trying to tell you.
I'm
I tried
licking
to-
I licked your envelope, Jungle Bob.
Thank you, sir.
There's your sticker.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I had this. I was trying to say earlier. I've worked on Honda engines before, of course, but today this guy down in he runs this vault service. You know, like for the cemeteries, he puts vaults in at the cemeteries. So he brought me one of those vault dollies over here today because the electric starter is gone on it. And so he come back down the road with that. I was like, what the heck is that? And it's what they take. You know, it's what they pick the cement vaults up to take to the grave after they dig the hole, put it in the ground before the casket goes in. So my neighbors are all looking around funny at me today because it's sitting over here in my driveway. Like I'm going to go dig a hole or something.
All right, I think I'm caught
Hey,
up.
Shay, I got
on
sent you a
stickers.
text.
I
I
think
get it.
I'm caught up on stickers.
I think I predict car prices of 4-cylinder cars and trucks and all that are going to go skyrocket, and you're going to see like trucks like Maynard or bigger or even bigger ones. The bigger, because if gas hits $5, I mean, look what happened last time when gas hit $5 a gallon. Hell, when gas hit $5 a gallon, people were selling their big gas guzzling V8s. And they couldn't get rid of them. I mean, my father bought a full size. That's when he bought that Dodge Power Wagon he had with the 360. Yeah. My father bought a Dodge only because the price is right, and he bought it for a company truck. The company paid for it actually for a service truck, but he bought that Dodge Dually for $3,000.
When was that? Back in 09? 09?
Yep.
08, 09? I remember when the price of gas got up to over $5.
There was people selling 4 or 5 year old trucks like Maynards for like literally one guy actually owed $3,000 on his truck, and he was spending over $150 a week in gas, and he advertised it online. Took a picture of it. That truck was gorgeous. It wasn't a Dodge. It was I think it was a Ford, but it was a 4-door Ford pickup truck, 6-foot bed, 4-wheel drive, big old gas guzzler, and he literally owed $3,800 on it. He advertised it for $4,000, $200 more than what he owed on it. He said, I want to get something out of it. And he still couldn't sell it because of the cost of running it. One guy, yep. he finally went to the bank. Took out the money out of the bank and finished paying it off. And he put it up for sale for $2,000, and it still didn't sell. And I knew the guy, and I looked at him. I said, you're not going to sell that truck with gas at $5 a gallon. This gas ain't going to stay $5 a gallon forever. My suggestion is go buy a new vehicle, new truck. He ended up buying a Ford Ranger, 4-cylinder, 5-speed. And I said, take that truck, put it in your garage, and forget about it until gas prices go down. And as soon as gas prices go down, he ended up getting $12,000 out of it. But he couldn't give it away when it was $5 a gallon. And the dealers had trucks all over the place. They were selling our Chevy dealer was selling a full size. I saw on TV, and I should have bought a truck back then, and I didn't because I didn't think I didn't want to spend the money on the fuel, but I should have bought one. Just mothballed the truck. They were selling full size Chevy 1500 series work trucks, 8-foot beds, rear wheel drive, 5.3 V8, automatic air, power, and manual windows for $8,000. And I went down there. I said, why? So they were selling them at cost to get them off their lot. They had a truck there that had sat on their lot for a year and a half. It had dust on the dash. You could write your name on the dash, and no one was looking at it.
One, you just have to send an email to Crystal right now.
I hope it don't hit $5 a gallon though, but I think it'll happen. I think that's how they're going to get rid of. That's how they're going to force people out buying bigger cars than that. They're going to keep the gas. So that's their main goal. They want the gas to get so high that, you know, people ain't going to be able to afford to drive those V8s. I mean, come on, Maynard, would you drive? I mean, your truck, would you buy, if it was literally costing you $150 a week to drive that back and forth to work? You wouldn't want it. I mean, you wouldn't want to drive it every day. You wouldn't. I wouldn't say you wouldn't get rid of the truck because you know, if you own a house, and my theory is, and people can say I'm crazy, but if you own a house, I don't care if it's a trailer or if it's a house or if it's a houseboat, you need a truck. I mean, if I can only afford to have one vehicle, and I had to get rid of every vehicle, get rid of my TT, my Impala, everything. I'd get rid of every vehicle I had and go out and buy a new truck. Because my Toyota, it's old and it's 25 years old, but I wouldn't want to drive it every day. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the truck, but you know, that's the advantage you got over my truck. My truck will haul a ton. It's rated at 1 ton. It's rated at a ton, but I sure in the heck wouldn't want to get in that truck and drive to California or Texas or something every year. Right. And because for one, I mean, I drive to Texas in like January, February, because it ain't as hot. Right? My truck has no air, never had air. Could you imagine living in Texas with that truck with no air conditioning about July or August? You'd fry an egg on that dash.
Yeah, well, I'll put it like this. I used to have a 64 Chevy, 3/4 ton, standard cab, 8-foot bed, 327, granny 4-speed, manual steering, didn't even have power brakes, manual windows, no AC. And I drove that thing around here in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
And no heater.
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that here. I got 28 degrees right now.
All right. Well, Shaggy missed it, so I'm going to go solo on here. And I think Anthony, he got in late. All right. So, again, here's my stickers I wound up getting today. This is the ones I wound up ordering. And like I said, this is a design that Brandon from BS Small Engines came up with. He sent this to me. I asked him if I could use it. He goes, sure. But that's the sticker he came up with to put on the mini bike we're going to have in the race. And I wound up using that design. And that's going to be the first one. Now, if I got to order more stickers, I will get a different design going. He sent me a different one I like a little bit better. I'm not going to say what it is. But yeah, that's what I'm using.
You know, my favorite part of Cars movie with Maynard was when they were doing when the part, I can't remember what scene it was, but when all of a sudden he finds his hood and his voice changes. Holy shit! I haven't seen my hood. And then it's up and it flies back off, and he went back to his normal voice. But that was my favorite part when he found his hood that he'd been hunting for.
Yep. Yeah, Anthony. Well, actually, that was the design that Brandon came up with. He's got one for Adam from Small Town. And of course, he's going to have his on there, but he came up with that design, put on the gas tank, the fake gas tank for me. And like I said, I asked him if I could use it. He goes, yeah, sure. And yeah, Shaggy, I'm going to be, I'll be getting one sent out to you.
What size inverter do you think I would need? Because I got you know those portable room air conditioners you can buy there on wheels to run out of vent?
Yeah.
My truck actually has in the back, behind the seat, like a dryer vent hole. I mean, there's an actual vent it's square, but it's 4 inches. It's a cabin vent that goes up the cab vent. And it'd be easy to get an adapter to go from round to a square.
Right.
But I got one of those portable room air conditioners. It's one of the tiny ones for like a small bathroom. It's only about 12 inches tall and about 12 inches wide. Little tiny one. It's like
talking about a 5,000 BTU unit, 6,000.
I don't even think it's 5. I think it's only like 2,500 BTU. It's a real tiny one, but it'd be more than adequate to cool the cab of that truck. And yes, you either got to hook a drain to it to keep the water from building up, or dump a bucket. You know something? The hose is the size of a fuel line on a weed whacker. I drill a hole in my floor and put a grommet in and put the drain out that way. But I wonder what size inverter I would need to run that AC unit.
You'd have to look on the side of it where the sticker is going to be. It'll tell you how many watts that thing will pull. So that's going to tell you how big of an inverter.
I know, but the sticker's gone worn off. But I think it's like 110. It's a 110, okay. I believe.
It's a 110 volt. Yeah, it's probably only 2,500 watts, maybe.
No, it's probably. I wouldn't think that much, but it's probably going to be at least 1,000, maybe 1,500. I don't know.
Usually, rule of thumb per BTU, just take 3/4 of that. Say if it's a 5,000 BTU, hypothetical. All right, just say 1,000 BTU. Do 3/4. That would be 750 watts for 1,000 BTU. That's kind of the rule of thumb.
So if you could find anywhere from a 1,500 to 2,000 watt power inverter, that should be plenty.
Because I've tried it in my truck. It actually fits. If I got a little like a center console thing that just holds 2 cups of coffee or whatever. If I take that out and put that on the seat, that actually will sit on the hump. I can ratchet strap it down, to the seat, and the vents blow forward. That thing actually will sit there and still be below my radio, my control knobs for the heater and that. And be a hell of a lot easier trying to plumb in one of those aftermarket air conditioners like the Vintage Air. Because, and hook it to the motor and that. But I think because I got a big alternator. I got a big 160 amp alternator. I'm sure that would run something like that.
Yeah.
Hell, I got the option on the other side of the truck to add a second battery. It's got a second battery tray because they put in there as an option as a second battery. Hell, I can put a second battery in there, and I'm sure that would run that. I already got a place I can vent it. As far as drilling a hole, what's that? The side of a pencil, or the drain hole for the water. Hell, I just drain it straight out the side. You wouldn't even know the drain was there.
What you want to put that in? Toyota?
Yeah.
T100? Oh, okay. That thing don't have an air conditioner in it?
Nope, never did.
Oh, okay.
I paid what I bought that truck for. I wanted air, but they had it advertised. It was they only had like 3 of them up there. I was looking for a truck. I was actually looking at a Chevy S10 at the time with the 8-foot bed. Chevy S10 made an 8-foot bed, believe it or not. And I was actually ready to go down to the dealer and buy that truck. It was back in '96. They had a Chevy S10 8-foot bed, and it had the 4.3 liter, 18, 19 miles to the gallon, whatever. and that was when automatic with air and power windows. I really don't want power windows. I actually detest power windows. All my cars have them except for my Volkswagen and my T100. And I was on my way to the dealer to buy that truck. It was going to cost me $17,000 with financing and all that. It was going to be like 21, 22. And the ad came up online. Cook's Automotive, Bill Cook's going out of business, sale, retiring, blah, blah, blah. They were selling out the dealership. Came across, and my truck was in the commercial before I bought it. The last T100, blah, 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 in New York. And it was even rare, and it was actually a rare truck even back then. Last on the lot. Rear wheel drive, and they only 999, one left. Blah, 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 blah. $9,000, brand new. So I made a beeline to Ithaca, New York, about 40 miles from my house. Went in there, got in the door, and got it, walked in, and asked if they still had that T100. He said, absolutely. He says, we can't give it away. That's why we got it marked down. I says, okay, why can't you it was a brand new truck. Why can't you sell it? And he took it out, and he said, he popped the hood. That's why. No one wants they don't think a 4-cylinder engine has enough power. And the fact that it don't have air conditioning. And the fact that it has manual windows. Everyone wants manual windows. And Toyota back then made you buy so many of these. We had 5 of them, and it took us 6 months to sell this one. So, and I looked at it. I took it for a test spin, and I fell in love with it. Me and the salesman was right next to me, and I drove around, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. I said, for the 4 or 5 months we actually need air, I'll find a way around it. And I walked in, and it was on sale for $9,000 even. And then they had Toyota Bucks or whatever the hell it was called, and literally, I did that, and then I had a trade in. I traded in my LTD on that car, my 85 LTD on that truck. They gave me $3,000 for my LTD, and they had the Toyota dollar days or whatever. That took another $1,500 off it. So with taxes and all, I paid just over $6,200 for that truck.
Dang, they gave you 3,000. Oh wait, how much for your LTD?
$1,500.
That was the LTD too, with that Mustang front end.
Yep.
Okay, because it was a 84, 85 LTD 2, and I had the Sport edition, had that Mustang front end on it. We were talking about that not long ago, about 3 weeks ago.
They all had a Mustang front end on it.
Yeah, the LTD 2.
Well, they weren't called the LTD 2. Everyone says that, but they weren't.
LTD 2.
Mine never had LTD 2 on it. Mine just said LTD. Okay. The
LTD 2s were the ones with the they call it a Mustang front end.
They were a Mustang body. It was basically a 4-door Mustang with a Fairmont rear end.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I call them. They had a Fairmont.
They had a windshield that slanted like a Fairmont. Yeah.
They had
a
Mustang.
Fairmont. The
looked like a Mustang.
Was a Fairmont, and the front end was a Mustang.
It was a 4-door Mustang. If a Ford Fairmont and a Mustang had a baby, it would have been the LTD 2. They call it the midsize LTD 2. And
that's what I had.
They had a slope back. The back end was a little sloped, just like basically a slope back, sort of sporty like the Mustang. But the taillights looked like a Fairmont. It did. But the difference is the Fairmont had aluminum bumpers on it. The Fairmont and the Zephyr had aluminum bumpers, and the LTD had steel. But they were the exact same bumpers.
And I had
my bumpers. My bumpers rusted out. Yep.
in it.
My bumpers rusted out on my LTD. It was
Hell,
stupid.
I paid $1,800 for mine.
I went to a junkyard and bought Ford Fairmont bumpers, the aluminum bumpers, put them on, and they were still on it when I traded in. But I had two of those LTDs. I had one with the 3.8 liter V6 automatic and with no air. And I had the Ford LTD with a 302 4-speed, excuse me. And that was called the Ford LTD LX. And
Yeah,
and
no,
they're
mine
100.
was
The
mine was a
3.8.
regular 3-speed overdrive, automatic. And the shift was on the floor in that column, and I had the middle column.
Yeah, 3.8
But it
liter.
was a 85, and I bought it in 90 for $1,800. And
Yeah, the one I
that
traded
car
in
was
with.
still running when I sold it.
I
There's
drove
nothing wrong
my.
with it.
I bought that LTD, the one I traded in, brand new, and I drove it 11 years, and I put 185,000 miles on it, and they gave me $1,500 for it, so I wasn't complaining.
Oh, wait, which one?
The one I traded in, the regular bone stock 3.8 liter.
No.
They have, you know what the?
Oh, I thought you said they gave you $3,000 on a trade-in.
No, they have what they call big bucks. With the trade in and everything, I got just over $3,000 with the trade in, the Toyota bucks or whatever the hell they call it back then.
Oh. Yeah,
They go like
that's right,
$3,000.
Anthony. Yeah, that's right. The LTD2s, there were a lot of cop cars.
But
You
they
could see them in the
did
movies,
not
too.
badge every one of them LTD2s. Most people kept confusing them with the LTD, and they just took the LTD badge off. They finally.
No,
They
mine was the short car, not
So wasn't
the big
mine.
LTD. Yeah, mine was a short one. Like I said, I got the Mustang front end on it.
I always
Hey,
said
I tell you
Fairmont.
what, man, I would get looks. Mine was buckskin tan,
Yeah.
kind of like my shirt right there, with the black stripes on it.
Yep, my favorite car.
Oh,
Mine was
I love the old Gran Torinos. My dad had a '69.
mine was the maroon, the one I traded in. But the LX I had was baby blue. I love that baby blue I had.
I like buckskin tan, and I had a Ford truck. It was a '94 Ford truck, and it
You know
was
what the
buckskin tan.
You know what the biggest problem with those LTDs were? Twos,
What?
whatever you want to call them, that 3.8 liter.
Never had no problem with my fan clutch. I had fan clutch go out.
Yep, and they had and they had another problem. Not all of them, but if you didn't run the right oil in them, you'd had the problem. You had to run 10W30s oil in them, because if you ran too heavy an oil, the oil pump pressure would actually go down, because the oil pump was part of the timing. It was hooked to the timing chain.
I just ran straight 30 in mine, no problems.
Who the hell runs straight 30 in a car?
Down here we do.
I wouldn't run straight 30. I'd put 5W30 in just with on a new car, or 1030. That straight 30 is too heavy for that.
It's all we ever had. It gets hot down here. You got to remember that.
Heat does not affect weight. That's a misconception, and I'll argue that one with you. A modern
I'm
car
not
takes
gonna argue with you on
5W30.
that, but that's what I use. Never have had a problem with it, except for the fan clutch. And that doesn't go on. That has nothing to do with oil on a fan clutch.
I didn't say it did, but straight 30 oil on a modern engine like that, it would void the warranty. If you put that in brand new, if you bought that car new, they'd void your warranty. You don't use single digit, and there hasn't been a car built since the 70s that you could run straight 30 on a normal thing. 5W30. If I took the exact same car and put 5W30 on 10W30 in it, it wouldn't make a difference as far as burning oil or that. That's a misconception.
I
Right.
ran 6 years,
Hang on. Hey.
7, and that's it.
All right. Now I got a question for Jungle Bob. Okay. He's saying his brother had a Dodge. He had the Demon Duster. Okay. Now, my question is, what did he have? Because the Demon was by Dodge. The Duster was Plymouth. So we're talking two different cars. Now, they were basically the same body, but Dodge Demon was one, Plymouth Duster was the other. So
yeah, the Duster had a little tornado sticker on the rear panel on each side.
But my question is, did he have a Dodge Demon or was it Plymouth Duster?
Dodge.
Yeah, I'm saying he said his brother had the Demon Duster.
He answered you. It was Dodge.
Okay. So it was a Dodge Demon. Okay. I just want to find out because he's saying Demon Duster. I'm going, that was different ones. Yeah, so it was Dodge Demon. And, okay, I know I put up to 15 and 10, so I'm going to make the announcement. 5-minute warning.
Hey, did you shut down this truck stop evidently because they're out of fuel?
Yep. So you got 4 minutes. I'm shutting it down. Well, the Duster, okay, the Plymouth Duster was based off of the Plymouth Valiant, which Plymouth was supposed to be your everyday family style car. Okay? So you had the Plymouth Valiant up until 69. 1970 was a 1 year only where you could buy a Plymouth Valiant Duster. 1971, which is what I've got, it changed it to just a Plymouth Duster. But the Dodge, it was based off of the Dart, so they basically took the Duster body and had it with the Dodge name and everything. I mean, the same parts from the Duster and Demon, Dart, all those were the same. But they put the 340 in it. 72 and 73 were the only years you could get it. And the only reason on that is because the church groups around complained about the name. Now you don't hear them say anything about the Dodge Demon. They've had the Dodge Demon out now for how many years now again? In the Challenger? And the Hellcat engine? You don't hear about religious groups complaining over that now.
I used to, when I was a kid, I had a lawn customer had a Dodge. I could have swore it was like a 74 Dodge Plymouth Valiant. And she was selling it. And a buddy of mine was looking for a car for his teenage son. He went to buy that car for his son. His son hated the car. My buddy looked at it. He said, "That's a grandma car." It was a 2-door 74 Plymouth Valiant. And even though I ain't a Dodge man, I looked at his kid. I said, "That ain't no granny car." He said, "No, just because an old lady drove it, you ought to be." I said, I said, "I would drive the dog shit out of that." I said, because it was a 74 Plymouth Valiant, 3 on the tree. And he said, "Yeah, it's a 3 on the tree. It's probably got a little 6-cylinder." And my buddy popped the hood and looked under the hood. He told his son, "If you don't drive it, then I'll give you my car." He said, "You're going to give," he said, "You got it." He had a Hyundai at the time. So he bought it. His son refused to drive it. He gave his son that Hyundai. And it was funny. He signed it over to him. He says, we're going to have fun with this kid. He said, you know something? I'll go up to, we'll take it down. I can't remember what road we went on. I think it was River Road, where we did all River Road and Clemens Center Parkway. But anyways, we went to the River Road, lined him up. He said, I'll race you in a quarter of a mile. But he said, I'll even do better. The River Road's like 8 miles long, straight, perfect straight road, right along the river, naturally. He said, I'll race you title for title. You give me the car back. In other words, if you can't beat me. He says, and his son was like, 18 years old, just finished high school, and he looked at him and laughed. He says, I'll stomp you. I'll even give you a head start. He gave him a head start. What do you think was in that Plymouth Valiant?
Probably a 318 or 360.
360.
Yep.
And little 14-inch wheels all the way around. It with white wall tires. It looked like a granny car. 2-door to boot. Nothing. I mean, it looked a lot like a Ford Fairmont, only with 2 doors.
Hey, my Duster's got a 318 in it, automatic. Yep. All right. Well, I'm getting cold out here. That's why I got my jacket on. But I need to shut this down. It's already after 11. And I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow because, like I said, I got to finish loading up the truck to go out to the garbage dump. I got to be out there by 10:30 in the morning, and I got to get back. And I've got one of the members of the ministry. His wife had passed away about a month ago, and we're going to have a memorial service and everything for her at 2:00. So I got to be out there early for that. Still got lots to do tomorrow, so I need to get in, get some sleep, and because like I said, I got to get my butt. Actually, Crystal and I, we're going to be up early. One thing, her son Chris has got to be at work at 10:00, so I got to be out at the garbage dump by 10:30. They're supposed to be up until 11, but they shut the gate down and stop letting people come in at 10:30.
Don't you just love that?
I'm out there at that time. Do what, Briggs?
Don't you just love it when they do that? They on Saturday, the last day of the week, and they shut it down early.
No, that's the time they shut it down. But here's the thing. First and third Saturday of the month, if you come in with your water bill and driver's license, you can bring a truckload of garbage in for free.
No, but what I'm saying is, don't they have it open later, Monday through Friday?
They only do it on the first and third Saturdays.
No, I'm talking that the dumps are open Monday through Saturday, right?
Yeah.
But during Monday through Friday, they're probably open to what, 4:30?
Probably something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have time to go during the week. The only time you can go is on weekends.
No, I can go during the week. I ain't going to spend $150 taking a truckload out there.
Oh, they charge you more during the week?
Okay, no. I'm saying it's the first and third Saturday. You can take a truckload out there for free.
Oh, okay. Wait,
any other day you got to pay.
Right. Otherwise, I got to pay about $150.
Whoa. So what? You save up your garbage, I assume, for
No, I've got a bunch of tree limbs and other debris around here I need to take out there.
They charge you to get rid of compost?
If I take it out there during the week and on any weekend that's not the first and third Saturday, yes.
Wow. That's crazy. We got a county landfill compost pile. I can take that for free any day of the week, Monday through Sunday. At 7 days a week, it's open. Even on holidays, I go in there Christmas Day and drop a Christmas tree off.
Yeah, well, I've got other stuff around here that when I've been cleaning out the garage, it's not tree limbs, stuff like that, I need to get rid of. So, plus I've got a few other things around here that need to go out to the garbage dump that the garbage man won't take.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, like, brushing that's free here. But, like, what you're talking, the other stuff, that they charge you, like, I can't remember, it's like $40 a ton. So, but the landfill, though, here is, the county leased it to Casella. And it's funny, you go in there, I can put 100 garbage bags in the back of my truck, we'll say, all in garbage bags. And if you pull across that scale without a tarp over those garbage bags, they tell you to turn around and go back. Because I said, why? Well, in case something blows away. How's a garbage bag going to blow away? Can you explain to me? So I can drive all the way to that dump, Stop 20, pull in the parking lot, 20 feet in front of those scales. Just lay a tarp over it. They'll let you go in. You pull the tarp off and dump the garbage bags. But if you try and go across that scale without tarp over it, they won't let you in. I went in there a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't have a tarp. I had a painter's tarp, one of the plastic ones, sheets, basically, clear plastic. I threw that over the top and bunch it. We can't. That ain't a tarp. You can see through it. And I called their bluff on it. Show me the rules. It says it has to be covered with a tarp. Where does it say it can't be clear? It was one of the real thick mill tarps. It does not say it can't be clear. The manager came out. People are honking their horns. I said, I'm not getting off this scale until you give me a scale ticket so I can go back and dump. It does not say in the rule book that it can't be clear. Show me. And they called the cops on me, and the cops came out. They looked at it. He's absolutely correct. If you don't want clear, you have to specify. So they gave me a scale ticket. I went back and dumped. And I kid you not, I went back there a week later, and they had a sign up there. They taped out a little thing, cannot be clear tarp. I mean, so I went in there again, and they said, and they posted it on there. I said, okay, I went out and got a can of black spray paint, and I spray painted that clear plastic black. And they looked at me and says, the woman called me a hole. I said, it's my way of telling you, fight me. This is county property. No, this is our property. You lease it. You don't buy it. You don't own it. It was built by the tax dollars. You're making money on it. You don't like it? Too bad. And I did. I just it's just my way of fighting the system. I did. I took one of those cheap, but it was funny as hell. Come on. Who cares what color it is, whether you can see the garbage or I just think it's ridiculous that I have to have a tarp to pull on a scale. I mean, if everything's loose, like just thrown in there, I can see having a tarp. You know what I mean? Because that makes sense. Because it can blow away. And there is a big fine if you lose stuff like that. But seriously, if it's all in garbage bags, and then when I went there, the county has their own bags. You can buy a bag. You can bag up your garbage and put it in a bag. And then put inside one of their plastic bags. As long as it's in one of their bags, you can dump it, right? And there's a 20 bag limit. That guy, one time the guy says, you can't pull that in there. It ain't covered. I said, the hell with you. I went around the scale, went in. He says, I won't allow you to go in there. There's a 20 bag limit. And you're not clear plastic. I went up to the counter and bought 20 clear bags. And they're $1 a bag. And I sat in the parking lot, dump. He said, I'm not going to allow you to dump in there. What do you mean allow me? It is not your business. I work for, yes, you work for Casella. You don't own the business. You're the general manager, and there's no rules. It says 20 bag limit, and I got 20 bags. I won't allow you. That should be, it's actually cheaper the way I did it.
Stickers.
And I actually called their bluff.
Yep.
I called the main corporate office and told them what their general manager said to me, and they said, and he had to come out and help me unload my truck because he was being such, but nah, it's a lot of these places. I just think it's funny though that they shut it down early on Saturday. I mean, because even if it was open 6 days a week, the average person don't have time. Like some people get out of work at 5 o'clock and they don't have time to go there Monday through Friday, and they can only go on Saturday, so they close it down early on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? They should close it down like regular time.
Yep. Well, that's not my decision on something like that. So
you know what I'm saying, though.
But anyways, it's already after 10 after. I was wanting to shut this down 10 minutes ago. So I need to shut this down. Like I said, I got to get in there.
Okay.
And do all stuff. So I guess, Cajun, you're going to go live then?
I don't think so. I ain't got no answers.
Well, I thought I saw in there that said you would.
No, but I didn't get no answers from 710, from and a few other people. Anthony said Mike can jump in later, so I ain't gonna worry about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I need to shut this down so that way, like I said, so I can get in there and get into bed, because it takes me almost an hour just to wind down and everything to fall asleep. So I'm gonna get in there and get in where it's warm and everything. And like I said, Crystal and I, we're gonna be up early. I've got more stuff I gotta put in the truck to kind of help make sure them branches and all that other stuff don't want to come flying out of there.
Oh, Jungle Bob said
Yep.
Jungle Bob said he'll come in.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody being in. Like I said, if you want one of my stickers, you know, you have to send Crystal an email because she's the one handling it all. And yes, Scott, I did wind up sending your address and everything over to Crystal. She's got it. So she'll be getting that, you know, sent out to you and everything.
I'd go up on your panel if you sent me a link. It's up to you.
All right, Briggs.
All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, I'm getting cold.
What's the temperature there?
Do what?
What's the temperature?
How about 45 or 43?
Yeah.
That ain't cold.
It might not be cold to you, but it is cold to us. Okay.
Chill it down here.
That's 40.
It's freezing down here, Patty said.
It's
I got
46
28
right
degrees. I got 28 degrees here, and I don't even have my heater on.
46.
Yeah, well, you're used to it up there. That's why we ain't.
Hey, all I gotta say is this: no wonder we won the battle because you guys froze to death.
Hey, Briggs.
I'm just picking on you.
Hey, answer this for me if you can. Why is it nobody moves up north when they retire? They all go to Florida.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Next time you go live, I'm going to figure out my other phone here so I can hook Bluetooth to it. I can go to my local Facebook group, called West Elmira Community Page. There is 9 people on that community page that have moved from Florida to Elmira, New York within the last 3 weeks. Believe it or not. I kid you not. There's 3 people I can show you right there that moved to Elmira, New York. The snow belt from Tampa. One moved from Tampa, Florida. One moved from Arizona, and another woman moved from like the Carolina states. One woman moved from Dallas, Texas. And and you know what their main reason was? The woman from Florida said, you know, living in Florida ain't as cheap as everybody thinks it is. She was telling me about what the costs about dumping garbage down there. Matter of fact, that was one of the things she listed. The cost of electric down there, because you have AC down there is out of sight. She said she was in Miami, and she said,
yeah, but Briggs, Briggs, hey, the point I'm saying though is the fact that most people from up north, when they retire or anything like that, they move south to get away from the damn cold.
Not as many as you think.
That's the point. You get more people move from the north to the south to get away from the damn cold and all the damn weather like that.
Believe it or not as many as you think. If you were on my street, Maynard, you'd be shocked. 9 over 3. I'm the youngest guy on my street. Me and my next door neighbor are the same age. The woman that lives next door to me, she's 53 and I'm 53. Everyone else around us is in their 60s and 70s, except for the couple down the street that's got 5 or 6 kids. They're in their 50s,
Yeah,
and
well,
there's a lot of people in my
right. Anyways, I gotta get going. It's like I said, it's cold to me. I don't care if it's cold, not cold for you, but like I said, Cajun agrees. When it gets in the 40s, yeah, it's getting cold to us. That's why I got my jacket on. Hell, I got thermal top, I got my shirt on, and I got my jacket, and I'm still cold.
You need
a heater in that garage.
Short sleeve shirt with a long sleeve over it. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
put
you're
it
inside
in
the house
with a heater.
Yeah, you're inside the house with a heater. I'm out here in the garage, door open, no heater going.
You need a heater out there.
I need to get stuff done in this garage so I can get it where I can handle having heat in here.
Yeah, every time I see your garage, it looks like those are all nuts and bolt bins and everything behind you. It looks like it's kind of packed in there.
Well, like I said, that's another reason why I need to start getting stuff, taking the garbage stuff. I'll put it like this. I've already taken 6 trash bags full of trash out of here.
Isn't it amazing how much you can collect in a lifetime?
And I'll put it like this. It ain't my stuff that I collected. This is all stuff that my parents had collected over the years. I mean, hell, 2 things I found in here I didn't know was my parents' bowling balls, still from when they went bowling back in Houston.
Yeah,
I don't need them.
hey, when
I'm
I-
getting rid of them.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. This
you
is
know,
stuff that I'm getting rid of that I'm just going
yeah,
to
but
start
even if it
throwing
wasn't
away.
your parents, even if it wasn't your parents, like the bowling balls, I'd sell them things. I wouldn't even throw them away. I bet you somebody would buy them, or put them on the curb for free, or list them for free. But still, it's even if it wasn't you, your parents, even anybody, even you would collect enough to fill that garage in your lifetime. I mean, because how old's your mother?
She's 84.
Yep. And how old was your father?
He was 74.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, you know, give yourself another 20, 30 years when you get their age, and you'll, even if you get rid of it all, by the time you died, I'm sure you'll have a hoard going.
I'm trying to get rid of my stuff that I don't need.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll
I
put this.
understand.
I've got a collection right now of some stuff, memorabilia, that I'm about this close of sending off an email to someone that I know would be interested in getting it.
Oh, yeah. The old saying is, if you don't use it at least once a year, then you don't need it.
Well, this is stuff that I've had for a long time that right now it's not doing a bit of good. I mean, it's just collecting dust. And if I sold it, hey, that's a lot of money in my pocket I could use to get bills paid off and getting stuff done around the house.
Exactly. I mean,
and no, I'm not talking about my gun collection.
If you sold your gun collection, I'd send you to Pakistan, because that's where you belong. Because you.
Oh no, I'm not getting rid of my Winchesters.
Hey.
No.
Hey, I got an 1892 Winchester I'm gonna be selling. You know the gun that was used on the rifleman with the big ring? I've got 2 of those. I'm selling one of them.
How much?
$1,500.
That's not bad. What caliber?
20, I believe the one is. I can't remember. It's been so long since I shot them. They were my grandfather's, so I only shot the one, and it was already. It's been too long, but I'm gonna dig out both of them, and whichever one that he actually used hunting, I'm gonna keep. The other one he said he had for a spare, and it's never been shot by me. As far as I know, it was never shot by him, but it's from the 50s.
Yeah, something from the 50s.
And it's from the rifleman?
The same. It's the same type of show. Look up an 1892 Winchester. You could call my up all you want me, agent. It's an 1892 Winchester with the hog ring.
I'm not calling you bluff. I'm just saying, what caliber is it?
I don't remember.
Probably 45.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. That was the
Something
main,
like that.
the main
Something like
caliber.
that.
And it was a Winchester 1873.
Yep. Because most of the anything prior to 1894, they were shooting pistol caliber. They weren't shooting rifle caliber.
That said 1892, not 1893 or whatever. It says
I know.
1892.
I said, right. Hey, Briggs, clean the wax out of yours. I said anything prior to 1894 was shooting a pistol caliber.
No, I'm just saying the model of the gun is 1892 is what it says on it.
Well, hey, what came first, 1892 or 1894?
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just
Right.
saying that's what this
And that's
one
what I'm
is. I
saying.
was going by what
You're
the
right.
agent said.
It was shooting a pistol caliber. The model
Oh yeah.
1894.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Right.
Yeah,
But
you
that
can
one there
use.
came out with an actual rifle caliber. It was a 30-30. But prior to that,
But it's still a nice
most of
gun.
your right, I know, but most of your rifles back then, they were designed to shoot a pistol caliber. And most
I know
of
that.
them would have been either a 38 or a 45 caliber. Probably a 45 long Colt.
All I know
Yep,
is
could
I
have
had
been
one guy offer me
40.
800.
Yeah.
One guy offered me $800 for it. I said, no, it's worth more than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, I need to get going because it's already 20 after. Yeah, it's almost 11:30. I need to get going. All right. I appreciate everybody
Yeah, go to bed.
coming in. Yeah, but like I said, I appreciate everybody. Has been here. Like I said, if you want one of the stickers for my channel, like I said, get a hold of Crystal because she's the one going to be handling it, not me. She's my secretary on this part. She'll go out and get all the, make sure she gets the envelopes and get the stamps and everything. Only 2 people right now are getting, that are getting stickers or getting something else. One is Shaggy, the other one's Cajun. So they won't be, y'all stuff won't be coming in an envelope. It'll be in a small box. All right. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's cold out here, and Cajun wants to go live. So I'm going to get in where it's warm, and I'll see y'all later. God bless, and good night.